Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Trophy Room pre-show. That's right. We're on time tonight for the first time in a long time. It feels nice. I'm your host, Joseph. Alongside me, the greatest co-hosts a boy can ask for, Miss Light, Mr. Kyle. They're here, and they're gonna guess some games while I get ready for this the show tonight. My goodness gracious, I'm already so out of it. Kyle Stevenson, what do you think this game
I'm
is?
muted. I didn't realize I was muted.
Yeah.
First off, before we even start, and we'll do it again in the main show.
Sure.
Congrats to Light for hitting 100K on the reaction channel.
Woo!
Thank
you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
I had one of those live counters on my monitor while we were waiting, while I was sitting over there watching TV, relaxing, and I looked over, like, oh shit, she did it. It's there.
You don't want to know what I was doing. I was literally just laying down.
Show. Finish that sentence quickly.
Hands up.
Hands up.
You're starting us out early, Joe.
My hands are up.
You don't want to know what I was doing. I was laying down.
God damn it. I was thinking about the Power Rangers again, the pink one, the Pacific. Anyway, I was just laying down in my bed, just head and pillow, just like trying to reset my
screaming. I don't know.
Pretty much. That's what today in the last 72 hours has felt like. But yeah, no, it's nuts. But congratulations, Light. Oh my goodness gracious.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys were definitely helpful because I always was able to shout out my channel every single time on this. So you guys I appreciate you all.
Of course.
I hate to say that I was most of the reason why you hit 100.
You were like 50,000 people at least.
At least 57.
Where are those people on our channel?
They're in the chat right now.
I stole them all.
50,000. Exactly. We're only at like 7K on YouTube.
Hey gang, huge news. Now, if you don't know,
how could anyone know?
This is not my right webcam.
It's his left one.
Yes.
This is
my dad joke of the night.
This is the whatever. The cam link on the next stop. On the next stop away. Probably 15 minutes out.
That means we have more guess the games that we can.
We actually do. We actually do. Yes.
So what are we thinking?
Silent Hill.
Okay.
Ooh.
I don't think
it's the newest one.
It's no.
Like the remake?
No, it looks older than that.
Okay, let's do Shattered Memories then.
Damn.
Wait. I'll be completely honest with you. In this frame, I thought it was like Arkham City, or like Arkham Knight or something. And then this one, I was like, this looks older. Could be an Arkham Asylum.
Yeah,
okay.
I could see that. But the thing in the back in the first picture looks like it would be the Ivy, like Poison Ivy's thing,
which is not Asylum.
But could it be the one Batman game not made by Rocksteady?
Origins was at Christmas time.
True.
And there were
just put Asylum in, and then we'll know for at least in the right park, because I like that guess.
Damn.
What the hell is that thing? Oh, this wouldn't be a Metro, is it?
That's a good guess.
Guess.
He doesn't look like a Metro villain, but is that Russian in the background?
Only?
Stalker? One of the Stalker games?
I don't think the Stalker games were on PS3 back then. I have a wild guess. This is a cult classic.
Okay.
Singularity.
Oh, I like that guess.
I keep hearing people talk about that game, but I don't know anything about it.
It's pretty good. It's been a while, so that's why I couldn't remember.
Oh, Stevenson, what is that all
first-person shooter?
I must have watched my dad play this, because that hand thing with like the little injectable things on the hand looked really familiar.
Yeah. Singularity is rad. It's pretty great.
Okay. Copy that. Oh shit, no.
We should you know what we should do? Not that we have all the time
Yeah.
in the world while we're in LA next week.
Ooh.
We should play this game with the devs at Playdays.
Wait,
Yes.
we could do little shorts on that.
Yeah.
Every dev, we just do one with them.
Yeah.
Wait, I love that.
I
Let's do
like
that.
this.
I'll record it with my camera.
There you go.
Yeah, and I think the post show is all about us prepping for Summer Game Fest and like the plan. You know what
I
I
wish
mean?
we were all already there on Wednesday so we could film our show in LA, but
I know.
packing and leaving Thursday.
Agreed.
Yeah, I literally from work. This is nuts. From work, I go to Newark Airport. Fingers crossed.
Ooh, Joe,
Fingers crossed.
pack your parachute.
Can't fuck me, right? And then on Monday, I go, I go to LAX, whatever, fly back to Newark. Fingers crossed. And then I get there by 10. So it means I get my stuff by 11. I'm in bed by midnight, and then I wake up and I go to work.
I got you
You
beat,
better
Joe.
you're not delayed.
Please.
I leave work Thursday around 1 p.m.
Okay.
I then go to JFK, which is like 2.5 hours away.
Okay.
I get a 7-something flight to LA.
Yeah.
I land in LA at 2 a.m. Friday
Oh.
morning. Then I'm all day Friday. We do fun stuff. Saturday, Sunday, half of Sunday I do fun stuff. I leave from SGF, take a 9 p.m. flight Sunday, and I land in New York at 6 a.m. Monday morning.
Fuck. That's
So
let me tell you something. My ADHD kicked on halfway through that explanation. That's fucking wild.
I wish we were all there for all of Monday, because Monday is the best time to just walk around and play stuff. But
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a next year thing. Now that
now that we know and we have advance notice, we got invited real late, Joe.
Yeah,
real late.
How much planning time?
Truly, like, shout out to my job, because like they've been cracking down a lot on some like PTO requests, and rightfully so on their behalf. So when I gave them this request, I was like, I hate to tell you this, but this is like the one time like I'm going either way, And but like they were super thoughtful, and like me telling them like the whole situation, they're like, but my boss was like really awesome. He's like, just let this one person know, and even if they say no, I'll work with you. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. So that was like really awesome for them to do. They didn't have to do that. It's nice.
Yeah, mine's not quite so bad. I leave, I think Thursday, like early afternoon, and then I get in because we're going back in time. I get in at like 10 a.m. on Friday, so I'll still have time to kind of get there and do stuff Friday.
Okay.
And then I'm leaving Monday because I was originally going to leave Sunday, but now something exciting is happening on Sunday that I can't talk about on camera yet. I texted you guys already, so you already know. That dinner thing that I'm doing. So that's on Sunday night. So I was like, not leaving Sunday. I gotta be there. So now we're coming back Monday afternoon, and we're not getting it until like 12:45 in the morning. But I'm my own boss, so I just won't work the next day.
Dope. There's a lot of cool secret stuff, man. And I'm very happy for you for that one thing in particular.
So many secrets.
So many secrets. And you know how bad I am with them. Okay.
I don't know what this game is.
Originally, I was thinking like, well, it looks post-apocalypse, so I was thinking maybe like a Fallout game or something. But then 75%, I don't think that would be a Fallout.
Yeah, right.
I'm
gonna skip again because it's driving me nuts. It's a PC only game. That's why I'm useless here.
Yeah, same.
Yep, it's definitely a horror survival game.
I think he's at my door right now. It's very crazy how technology is nowadays. You just get to know when your Amazon driver is here.
2008.
I'll be right back.
So looking, it says Stalker.
Was Stalker only PC
Maybe the first one?
in 2008? All right.
I have no other guesses, so it
Yeah,
sounds
no
good to me.
idea. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's not Stalker 2.
Stalker. Can you type in Stalker 1?
No.
No. Maybe do the all cap Stalker, and that might eliminate the other
You know
extra
what?
ones.
Good call. Stalker. Is it just Clear Sky Prologue? That sounds like a bad name for the first game. That sounds like a really bad game.
It's like First Blood. They went back and retroactively added Rambo
right?
to it because they're like, oh wait, shit, this is a series now.
All right, let's just go for it. Okay.
Oh.
Cool. Thank you, Silcanet. I would not have gotten that at all. Let's see. Let's see.
Entertainment.
It's gotta be a Yakuza game.
That's
right?
what I was gonna say.
It's gotta be. I can take caps off.
Yakuza!
Yakuza! Let's just do the first one and see if it's in the right franchise.
Okay.
It is. Okay.
Well, I've never played him, so.
Yakuza 2.
Where's Brittany Brombacher when we need her?
Exactly, right?
Brittany.
It's not 2. All right. PS4. Yakuza. Sure. 6. Hey,
Oh!
There we go. Hey, you. Hey, you.
We're doing a good job at these Hail Mary guesses right now.
We definitely are.
Besides that first one, which you knew.
Oh, man. What's going on here? Kicking that man down the mountain. My first thought was RE Village, but this doesn't look nearly as creepy enough.
I was thinking maybe like Dishonored.
Ooh,
Isn't
I
there a
like
segment
that
where you're going
guess.
through like a... I only played the second one, so I don't know if it's the first one or the second one, but
I like that guess. You know what?
I think
Let's
there's
go.
a part where you go through a mansion.
Let's go 2. Oh, I liked it. I liked it.
But see, now this looks creepy.
Yeah, and definitely older.
It's funny because this picture looks way older than the first one.
It 1,000,000% does. All right, let's do PC.
Why? Okay, so
all
we've
right,
got
it's a cardboard cutout of a vampire.
Vampire.
Is it vampire? Is it? Hey! That's wild. That is wild. I love it.
We're great at this game.
We're so good. We're so good. Oh boy. Oh. My first thought was near Automata. I was wrong. What the hell?
This looks like a game where you like control all the little things. A strategy game.
Yeah.
My first guess was going to be the first Rage. The coloring was wrong, but the building kind of looked right. But that's definitely not Rage. Spanish?
Also a PC only game. What's happening here?
How are we supposed to guess this? A PC only Spanish.
It's a shooter.
Strategy.
Beneath. Help civilians escape in Elephant Mausoleum's hangar.
Okay, do I sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah. You look much better too.
Oh, we're back. All right. Let this be the last one. I'm now fully
69.
What? You
Nice.
can't come in here and say this is the last one. Light and I are on a roll here, you know?
Although this one might be the one that gets us.
Don't tell him that.
2024 early access. It's not even out.
Oh my god.
Is it the devil?
No. The First Descendant?
Okay.
Is that the name of that game?
No idea.
Our First Descendant. Is it the one with the
Forever Winter, so can it says?
the ladies with the big old boobies? I think that's the First Descendant.
Hands.
I wasn't doing nothing but saying what we're all thinking.
I'm gonna say First Descendant just because I feel like that was the last year game.
Okay.
Damn.
Fun Dog Studios.
PC
That looks
only.
cool.
So Candace says Forever Winter, but I don't.
That doesn't look like
That
winter,
doesn't look
but
like a winter. It looks like a desert.
let's do it.
Jesus. Okay.
Apparently, I mean, the desert has winter too, I guess.
There you go.
Sure.
Okay, but can we get one that's not a PC game?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the love of God.
Just
All right,
one.
last one for realsies though.
But there's only two, and then we're caught up to the top one.
See, Light.
All right, fair enough. All right. Listen. This is Lights Night. Okay, this is Lights Night. 100K over here. 100K.
I have an idea, but I'm going to hold on to it.
Black Myth Wukong.
Mine was going to be an Assassin's Creed game.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like
which
the
one?
first Assassin's Creed game.
Oh, I like that.
I never played it, but the architecture looks like it could sort of fit, maybe.
Is it crazy how
What is that?
Assassin's Creed is so old that I have like remnants of memories of the first game?
Oh, Jeannie.
I hated the first one.
Jeannie says could refer to a nuclear winter. Hello.
That makes sense.
Thank you.
Ah.
I'm too tired. My brain's not working.
I hated the
Ah.
first AC game, but AC2 with Ezio was like
That's one I've never
brain
played.
blast. Oh my god, it's so good.
Sorry. Let's see.
All
It's
right,
an 80.
I feel like this is a God of War game.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, that works.
I got God of War vibes.
go for it.
But I don't know which one.
Well, just give it a go. Ascension, because 80 is a little low for a God of War game, so I would think Ascension.
Talk me into it. Yep, there we go.
And I feel like if the first one that pops up is popping up because more people have typed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's like higher in the algorithm.
Yeah,
I like that.
I do
sweet.
need to play these games. I haven't played the originals. Okay, last one for real.
Ascension you could skip, if
Yeah.
I'm totally honest.
Okay.
It's got Troy Baker in it. Troy plays a good
Oh.
character in there, but it's not my favorite.
Shovel Knight Dig.
If you get this the first guest, Joe.
I'll be proud of myself.
Nope.
Shit, how fucking cool! would
Oh,
that be?
it's a Sonic fucking game, isn't it?
I didn't know they made those games.
It's a Sonic. Do you know that
Hands
they
up,
made
Kyle.
Pause.
Sonic, the OG Sonic.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. Sonic, the OG Sonic.
Sonic the OG
There's
Sonic.
so many.
The
dude.
one that I had on Dreamcast where I ran away from the orca.
It is a Sonic game. So
Okay, Sonic,
Sonic 2.
2.
Nope. All right. Sonic
Sonic 3.
3. Yeah, we got there.
There you go. All right, there you go.
We knew
Fucking
that.
hedgehog. Get out of here.
Get out of here. We don't need you here, Hedgehog. All right.
Wait, did we get
Good.
every single one right?
Yeah.
Have we ever been wrong? I
Never.
don't know.
No, the
Never.
game has been wrong, but not us.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh, jinx. All right, let's do this. Kyle Stevenson.
Dude, my hair is crazy right now.
I don't know. I don't know what happened to the intro. Where is it?
I have it.
Oh, you
I
have
have
it? Okay.
I'm good to go.
Start this bad boy. Let's go. Let's talk
All right,
about the
chat.
PlayStation.
See you in 19 seconds.
No longer. Greatness has arrived. Welcome to episode 429 of The Trophy Room, a PlayStation podcast made by the players for the players. I'm your host, Joseph, aka Mr. Badbit, and it is here where we chat about the latest, the greatest in all things PlayStation each and every week. This week, we chat about PlayStation's Days of Play. EA canceled the Black Panther game. The Order 1886 was a planned trilogy, and we're all going to SGF next week. Let's go, and so much more as we do it live each and every Wednesday night on youtube.com/PS Trophy Room and on podcast services the very next day. Would you look at that? With all that said, with all that out of the way, the greatest co-host, whoever is, whoever will be, the OG one, Mr. Kyle Stevenson of 6-1 Indie Publishing.
What?
Go.
Shit, it was only last week.
Yeah, no.
Jesus, maybe that explains why I'm so exhausted.
I don't know, man.
You've been busy.
Yeah, because
Got a lot going
I'm
on.
sitting here this week, like trying to get everything done before I leave next week because I have to leave work early next Thursday, and I'm struggling to get through it. And then Joe just saying that, I was like, "Yep, that's why." Last week it's been a lot. I needed more than just an extra day on Monday, I guess.
Yeah. It's I mean, it's kind of like a hurricane the past like week in terms of
Past
just
month.
month. It's just I don't think we've all been so busy than like the month of May. It's got to relax, it's got to calm down, but also it's been a lot of good stuff for the most part, you know? Like is there any, I mean, you got some big news, but I think there's two big pieces of news that you'd like to share with the class. Take it away.
I have two.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to. You just hit a goal.
Oh, well, I just hit 100,000 subscribers on my reaction channel.
Woo!
What's the second one?
SGF.
Oh, well, you already said that. We're going to SDF. Joe and I get our emails on the same day saying we get to go to play days.
Yeah.
We're really excited. I have no appointments, but I'm gonna be there and I'm excited.
I've been hunting down appointments. I started off with just 2 on like Monday, and then now I have like 12.
Shit.
And
I gotta send out emails tomorrow.
yeah, I'm tired.
Company in particular, I don't know if we can say who's like going to be at Playday, so I don't want to say. There's one.
Yeah,
company in
we
particular-
definitely cannot.
Okay, so I won't say that. I definitely want to reach out to, but at this point, I'm like, there's no way that company has any availability left. But
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's been working my full-time job while trying to book appointments and do all cool stuff behind the scenes has been a lot. But it's been super rewarding, and like just thank you everybody for tuning in, listening, watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, all of that stuff. This is such an unbelievable moment for myself. Kyle's pinching himself from last week still. Light just hit 100K on 2 YouTube channels. Ooh, like none of this happens without your support. And in the the day and age where we keep saying, oh, we got to support independent media, you got to support independent media, the true indie outlets like ours often get kind of pushed aside. And so the only way that we can help grow that indie media is by supporting us. It's not or supporting each other. It's not just monetary. It's also just by simple liking, sharing, retweeting, and all that jazz. Because we truly cannot do this without your support. And it's not just monetary. It's genuine. Just you guys just being in the chat. Amazing. Thank you guys so much. That said, Light, what are you gonna do with 2 plaques?
I'm gonna frame myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
one on
switch
the right,
over,
one on the left.
and then Indy's globe is gonna have to go away. I'm sorry, Indy.
Rip.
And we're gonna have to. I think I'm gonna do a stream where I just reorganize all of my shelves because, like, I've got things. Like obviously I love collecting Funko Pops, but like I don't know if I need them on these shelves because I have a lot of really cool stuff. Like,
oh, what's she looking for?
hold on.
Yeah, get the Xbox controllers. I know which ones. Oh, yeah, she's coming back.
Have you guys heard of the new Tainted Grail game, Fall of Avalon?
What is this?
So it's supposed to be like similar-ish in vibes to Skyrim. It's an open world RPG fantasy. They sent me a PR kit, so I got a new statue.
Ooh.
I need a spot for him and like a lot of other goodies. I recorded a video, but I haven't had any time to edit it yet. But like I have a lot of really cool things that, you know, I was buying Funko Pops originally when I was poor and needed stuff in my background. And now I'm still poor, but I'm spending money I shouldn't spend.
Like on the
statues.
Witcher controllers that surprise dropped. Oh my God, look at that.
Well, okay, just for legality reasons, this was gifted to me. I did not buy these.
Oh my God. I gotta
Same
find
thing
the
with the
person that
statue.
gifted them. Oh
These
my
were gifted to
God.
me.
Dude, it's the most beautiful controller I've ever seen.
It
And like,
really is.
as someone who doesn't, use an Xbox controller or whatever, I was, and especially not an Elite controller, I was this close. This close. It was like, it's an investment. Think about how much money it'll cost in 3 years.
I was getting ready to buy. So I knew I was getting anniversary controllers from Xbox, but they didn't tell me what. And then I retweeted you, Kyle. You sent us the thing, and I like retweeted it. I was like, "Oh my God!" And then the PR person who was going to send it to me immediately emailed me and was like, "So just so you know," and I was like, "Oh, thank you."
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Please don't
Oh
buy
my
it.
goodness, that's fantastic, dude. That's awesome.
Can I?
Yeah.
Life has been real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, to keep that kind of train rolling,
Please.
Joe, to your chagrin,
Oh.
I figured out the PS Direct loophole.
Dude.
So guess what, everybody?
Yeah.
I won. I can now buy things at PS Direct. So I have
So-
the Ghost of Yote collection edition pre-ordered. I shouldn't have. I
Okay.
don't have. It's a lot of money, but you know what? I want it.
Yeah. But okay, so for viewers who are just watching or listening for the first time, what's the drama behind
All right.
PlayStation Direct and us?
So here's the deal. I forgot when we figured this out, but 2 years ago, because I think I was at the Glass and Mirror place still.
Sure.
working.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was. I think it was a controller, or maybe it was the Spider-Man collection edition was only PS Direct available,
Oh, that
whatever.
sucks.
Which, by the way, it's crazy on sale during days of play. Go
Right,
get
yeah,
that thing. Get your own 19 inches of Venom. Hands
up.
But I went in and tried to buy something. It says, "Oh, you can't buy it right now. Go to other retailers."
Yeah.
But it was only PS Direct exclusive kind of thing. So I hit up the chat. I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" And they walked me through the whole thing, and they're like, "I'm sorry, you just got to go elsewhere." I'm trying to explain to them that it's only through you, and blah blah blah. And come to find out, Joe was running into the same issues. So ever since then, it's been like asking for friends to pick things up for me, or just passing on it and buying secondhand, which is how I got the anniversary controller. And then the other day, I was like, man, I really want the Ghost one. I reached out to front of the show, Daddy Diwali.
There you go. You can say Danny. You say his real name.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure. I reached out to Danny because Joe was like, "Oh, he might have an extra one." He didn't, and then he was like, "I could buy you one if you want." I was like, "No, I don't want you to do that. It's okay. I'll figure it out." And then I thought, you know what? Let me just make a new PSN name and try it with that. And lo and behold, it went through flawlessly. And it's not like I didn't try with my current one either. I did, and I was still getting the same error. And so I was expecting the same thing. Maybe it was my address. Maybe it's where I live or whatever.
Credit card.
Nope.
Did you use it?
I used the same card. I used my debit card. It's just went flawlessly. So
because I've tried that. I've tried that and it doesn't work. So maybe I'll just make the PSN on my Pro, like a second one.
I'll buy a different email. I use a completely different email. Oh, okay.
Yeah, completely. So maybe what I'll do is I'll turn the Pro on. I'll make a separate account. Then I'll buy like Jump Toast or some bullshit.
I didn't have to buy anything.
But here's how I'm gonna try to trick the system. And then I'm just gonna leave it on for a few hours, and then it'll be like, oh no, he's real. He's played a game for 20 hours, and it's Jump Toast. But whatever, they don't know what that game is, and then they'll approve it because it's a quote unquote real account.
Sure.
I'm thinking like a scalper to get it legit.
You know what I wish they would do for these play days though? Because now I'm looking. Now that you're talking about deals, I'm like, should I get a PS5 Pro?
Well, I mean, we're going to talk about that. Don't worry. Don't you
But
worry.
what they should do is bring back the limited edition controllers that they already sold out of. Cough, cough. The throwback one that I was not able to get.
Mhm.
It would be real nice.
It'd be really cool.
You
Would
don't
be
even have to
real cool.
discount it. Just bring it back again.
Exactly. God, sometimes PlayStation makes sense, but not this year. That said, hey, listen, got a little bit of housekeeping, okay? We got some new merch, but it's secret. Did I technically listen?
Wait, I don't even know about this merch.
You got to hit the link. I love Gears of War. Gears of War is coming to PlayStation. It's the Gears of War room shirt up on the store. Hit the link, check it out, go buy a shirt, go support the show. And of course, time for a Patreon pitch like we do each and every week. The reason why we look so good, sound so great is because of your generosity over at patreon.com/PS Trophy Room. And let me tell you guys something. We could really use your support this week as I am going to SGF. Kyle's going to SGF. Light's going to SGF. And those tickets were $1,800. It's a lot. So patreon.com/PS Trophy Room. Help me get less scared looking at that, what is it? JetBlue bill or Expedia bill. I want to thank our newest members, R. Lee Upper 90 at the silver tier, Caleb Cook at the platinum tier. I want to thank our premium producers, Todd Burowitz and Toxic. K-Rock's Kiddo Cullen, of course. I want to thank our platinum members, JC, Jedi Master, Ren, Cowboy, Danger D, Jonas Young, The Green Gorilla Gamer, Chaotic Monkey, Ryuko Kill 90, Stephen Flesh, Strubles and Bits, Aaron, Bertos Maximus, Tommy, Chris, Hybrid 748, Matt Valdez, Soaking It, Decimine, or sorry, Soaking It, what do I mean? Steve, Mitchell Grambling, Mike Thomas, and the Enchanted Goat. Our gold members, Cypher Primus, Goth Simon the Pie Man, Jesse Garcia, JB the Purple Monkey, Hyde Indoors, Katie, Kevin Mitchell, Kevin Diaz, Marcus O'Neill, The Red Arrow, Ageless Hermit, Androsaur, Astronaut Jr., The Winter Gamer, Stingray X, Robbie Bobby Miller himself, Brenton Zachary, Sean McKenzie, Rick Arrington, Solo, Matthew King, the Overlord, Dewane Raksha, Drellish, Rick Davis, Steph Mildener, Samuel Nessling, Maximum Carnage, Michael Hassett, Drug Prowling Wolf, Manix Visia, Jazz and Bren, Triss in Wonderland, Battered Haddock, and the Lord Commander Suddy. Thank you all so much for our amazing patrons over at patreon.com/PS Trophy Room, where you get hundreds of bonus hours of content over there at patreon.com. And you know what? Here's the thing. I'll say this. You ready? Over our friends over at the XEP, while Kyle looks up the
Oh,
YouTube
it's already
numbers,
up, ready and loaded.
they did like a cute little like raffles for like getting them funded to SGF. I don't know if you saw. They had to eat gross jelly beans. Luke had to go buy a Fallout suit because he looks like the Fallout boy, and wear it. And then he's like, "Oh, I hate Crocs. I'm wearing Crocs right now." He's like, "I'll buy Crocs and I'll wear them," or something stupid. Here's the thing. I want to make this real. If we hit $500 this month, whether it's YouTube, whether it's super chats, whether it's memberships, whether it's Patreon, $500, Kyle gets to slap me in the face at SGF. Real hard as he can.
Yo,
What? Kyle did not sign up for this.
That's right.
Are you trying
That's
to get not to become patrons?
Yeah. Like how? Come on. $500, that's easy money. And here's the better one. Ready? $1,000. Luke gets to hit me as hard as he can, slap me right in the face as well. All right. He's got to hit a lot of rage.
Why are we starting a slap club?
Because listen, I'm putting blood on the line. All right. None of these little silly, ooh, I gotta go smell a scratch and sniff sticker or whatever. This is real stuff. Hurt me. You know?
So are you okay?
Yeah.
Do we need an intervention?
Where are your hands?
Hands are up here, but I saw that Expedia bill, and again, it's a lot of money, and I'm real scared. So patreon.com/PS Trophy Room. Get someone to slap me in the face for money. There you go. That's where I'm at.
Look at it. You can't tell me that the week I need to buy plane tickets to France for Christmas.
Well, what do you want to see more? Your relatives or your favorite podcast host get slapped silly? That's up to you.
Speaking of slapping silly, shout out to our YouTube members, Nisa Hauer, The Kush Completionist, Pops Arcade, Strubles Bits, and Tommy. Go join us over on YouTube, become a member over there, get a nice little trophy next to your name in chat, and help support us do crazy things.
Sindula, it looks like they want details. Recorded? Of course.
I will live stream it from my POV.
We will listen at 1,500. We will put a little GoPro camera on Kyle's hat.
For $2,000, I put Joe through a table. For $3,000, we crash Money in the Bank Saturday night.
Yep.
And we enter the match.
Yep.
Listen, Kyle, I was gonna say, do we want to buy nosebleed ticket seats? And after the show, we go.
Oh God.
We looked into that, but because of time zones, that show starts while we're in Playdays.
Oh, really?
So we would have to leave Playdays early, and the prices are out insane.
Yeah.
Tommy says POV slap is insane. Yeah, I'm telling you. You know what's also insane? These plane tickets, the rates, they just keep going up. Okay.
Also, I love and appreciate the fact that being the only woman on the show, none of you volunteered me as someone who is getting hit or thrown to a table. And I really appreciate it.
I would never.
I'm going to pull the girl card big time on that one.
Listen, for 1,200, Light gets a jump kick one of us. Let's be honest, it's going to be me.
To be fair, in my prime, I could jump kick over Kyle's head. I was pretty sick nasty at Taekwondo. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you forgot that Light has skills. She would kill you.
And I just said sick nasty like I'm a 45-year-old.
Hell yeah.
$1,500. That gets you. We get to see it. I get
to I don't want to get kicked out of Playdays my first year.
It'll be listen, we're not gonna do that at Playdays. We're gonna have to find a ball pit somewhere because you need to land safely.
Alex says, thrown through a table. What is this? A Bills game? I am from the Buffalo area. Okay.
They go hard. I've been
Buffalo
to a
area
Bills
adjacent.
I've been to a Bills tailgate game. It's insane.
They do not mess around.
All right, gang. That's enough. Let's get to it. Let's square up the news.
First bit of news that needs to be squared up is all about the Days of Play, which started today, May 28th. So here are your monthly games for June for all PS Plus members. NBA 2K25, Alone in the Dark, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, and Destiny 2, The Final Shape. Being added to the game catalog, Indie Banger, Another Crab's Treasure, Skull and Bones, Destiny 2 Legacy Collection, and the PlayStation Classic, or not the PlayStation Classic version, but it is a PlayStation Classic, Grand Theft Auto 3. In the Classics catalog, we have Myst and Riven being added. Did not know they were ever on PlayStation until this moment.
Same. I thought that was just in the 90s on PCs.
Yeah, who knows? Game trials, you can check out Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Sid Meier's Civilization 7. Then here are some of the big deals. We've got in the US and Canada, the PS5 console, the Call of Duty's Black Ops 6 bundle is available starting at $399.99 US dollars, saving up to $120. In select regions such as Europe and Asia, the PS5 console, digital and standard, will be on sale starting at $399.99 or £339.99 or 65,980 yen. And then it's $50 off a PlayStation 5 Pro console.
Ooh.
There will also be other offers for PS5 accessories and games, including the $50 off the VR2 and VR2 Horizon bundle, $30 off Pulse Explorer wireless earbuds, $30 off DualSense Edge wireless controllers, $20 off the accessibility controller, $20 off all DualSense wireless controllers, and various discounts on PS5 games, including Astrobot, MLB The Show, Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, Lego Horizon Adventures, and tons more on the digital storefront.
Like Alan Wake 2 here, the Kush completionist writes in live. They say Alan Wake 2 for $30.
Steal.
Love Days of Play. One of the greatest horror games ever made. Okay.
Yeah.
One of the best games. go buy that game.
Still need to play it.
Yeah, we got to get Light to play that game.
Here you go. One of the best soundtracks in a video game, just hands down. So let's break this down. First and foremost, the June month games for the Essential members and up. How are we feeling about them? Because truthfully, I think this is a very good list. Light, I go to you. Well, like anything in here tickles your fancy?
Not for me particularly, but I can
Sure.
appreciate that there's a lot of good stuff in here for other people.
Yeah.
These are
There's a
not
lot of
lightweight
variety.
games, but there's heavy hitters in there.
Yeah, absolutely. One of them being like Destiny 2, the final shape, from what everyone's been saying, is like, go play it. It is legitimately the best Destiny expansion out. And yeah, for Essential members, that's awesome. What about you, Kyle? Anything on the Essential list that you're like, oh wow, this is...
I was actually just thinking about diving into NBA 2K25 and pulling that trigger because I usually buy it every year and I haven't gotten it yet.
Okay.
So to get it for free, part of the PS Plus subscription, hell yes. I've heard nothing but great things about Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. So if you like Jet Set Radio from back in the day, you should be into that one.
Yeah.
Really cool that Another Crab Treasure is on there. Even if you're not into Souls games, the accessibility on there is crazy. And yes, I'm talking about you could just give Krill a gun and everything is a one shot. It's great.
I love that. Will you
so
still get trophies if you
Yes.
got the gun?
Yep.
Huh.
Absolutely.
The gun.
What is this Legacy collection? Is this just all previous Destiny 2 expansions into one?
For the most part, yeah.
That's a pretty big steal there too.
Yeah, I mean the only problem with Destiny is what Bungie's facing right now is like it's so hard to get people onboarded because there's been so much, and like there are some things that are vaulted, there are some things that are just like left behind, and so I'm excited to try out Final Shape because truthfully that's one I was on the fence of getting. I saw it and it looked really great. For some reason I just didn't snag it. But I'm really excited for that. I think this has been a really good month, and even just like the extra games as well have been pretty darn good as well. That said, though, like you get to all these other things, and it's kind of like the standard fare, like you get like $30 off a headset, $20 off a controller. It almost makes you remember the days where days of play a controller was $40, not 48 to 50. Rip. But that said, the biggest thing here is where we're seeing Nintendo, Xbox raise the price of their consoles or come out with, a console that is, $450, whatever, $500. PlayStation here is putting the PlayStation 5 on sale. So I throw it over to you, Kyle Stevenson. I've heard, oh my God, PlayStation, they're so kind to do this. They're really eating the cost, and they're doing this for us, and we should love them for this. Kyle, should we be giving PlayStation a pat on the back for doing something that they would have done or have done years prior?
No. They've always done this.
Right.
It's not something I think that should be celebrated. Every year they discount the console for a limited amount of time for days of play. And I think it's more laughable that the Pro is only $50 off. Especially because, like, again, for my physical media folks out there like myself, there's still discount on that disk drive. So
shit, I keep forgetting that.
Does that have you?
It doesn't have one.
Does that have you going, well, $50 off? Maybe I jump on that.
I'm not. It's not swaying me at all. Do I want a Pro? Yes, because there are some games that we see that are upcoming that I would absolutely love a Pro for. Ghosts of Yotai. Like there's plenty of things that I want to play in the best way possible, but $50 is not swaying me.
Okay.
Just because I know the disk drive is another $80.
Yeah.
So that $50 is already gone.
Sure.
So I'm really only saving like $20.
The digital future.
No.
Almost got him.
It would be nice if you remember in old school when we had DVDs and Blu-ray, and you would get the disc, but then you would also get the digital code.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be so nice? Because you're still
That'd be
paying
amazing.
more for the disc, and then just give me the digital code with it. What's it hurt
That'd be
you?
amazing.
Just
Yeah.
give it. I just paid for it. Just give it to me.
Or what if you just like tie the digital content? I don't know, like and maybe I'm explaining the Nintendo key card situation, but like you just tie the digital code to the disc, and then when you use the digital code, like that's it. You can't like transfer it. You can't just give it to someone.
Both. Why are we like? Come on.
For the price, yeah.
Like, how does it work? Are there genuinely limited amounts of digital codes, or are these things that they could just create infinite amount of?
I mean, let's be real here. Here's the elephant in the room. Hazelight's been doing it for years now.
True.
Giving a free copy out for every single one of their games, and they're not batting an eye.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like if old school DVD and Blu-ray companies can do it, why can we not do it in the gaming industry
Exactly.
now? This is a thing from like early 2000s, okay?
I don't know, man. It sounds a little bit like socialism to me.
Those damn copies.
You think I am a red? Like, I throw this over to you. Do you still think we're gonna see a price increase of the PlayStation 5 here in the United States in the short term? Like, yes, they've dropped the price now, but does that mean the price is going to stay this price, or what do you think?
No, the price is not staying this price. I do think the price is going to go up. The price of everything's going to go up. We've talked about it. We've beat it like a dead horse. We're beating a dead horse. What's the phrase? We're beating a dead horse. We beat it like a dead horse. Definitely not the phrase, but it is now. I don't get to slap anybody at SGF, so I'm going to beat a dead horse. Wait, what was I saying?
Violence just completely derailed your train of thought.
the jealousy of it is like, she gets the hit, so well, not me.
I remember now. But with tariffs, everything is going to go up regardless. So it's going to go. They're not going to eat the cost. They're going to give those costs us. We talked about this. The price is going to go up. It's just going to happen, which is partly why I'm like $50 off right now. Seems like an extra good deal because when the prices do go up, is it going to be $150 cheaper?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm tempted. Was I just complaining I have no money because I've been spending too much money on all the work trips? Yes, I was. Will I still get this? I'm tempted. I'm tempted.
You just show it on cam.
Mr. Light, steal my wallet. It's a business expense.
Exactly. It's a business expense. Just show it on cam. Look, there's my Pro. Here it is. There you go. See, tax write-off. That's what you taught us.
To be fair, I genuinely would use it every day for work.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I do love my Pro. I've started to see like the true differences in things like Assassin's Creed and what is it? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 looks phenomenal on it. That being said, though, like to get back to this, because I've seen a lot of people going, wow, bravo, Sony. This is great. Look at this Xbox and Nintendo. You guys, it's like, dude, guys, never say never. Let's not get too happy. Let's bite our tongue and listen. This is a great deal. I'm not saying this isn't a good deal and you guys shouldn't go out and buy it if you're interested. I'm just saying that it's something we've talked about. You're right, beating a dead horse too. PlayStation has these. They've been stockpiling PlayStation 5s in warehouses for a very long time. They have millions of these things sitting in warehouses just waiting to be sold. So my thing is PlayStation's probably waiting for the genuine last minute until they have to raise the price of this because they are not going to eat the cost. And so at the same exact time, it gives them a little bit of goodwill to the fan base going, oh, look at how altruistic they are. But in actuality, they're not raising the price because they have so many in a warehouse that they're just shipping off to you. So I think they're using this more as a literal sales opportunity more than, a gesture of goodwill, and it's paying off for them. So yeah, I think these deals are great. Go buy Alan Wake 2. But in terms of like the price of the PlayStation 5, and the funny thing, the title of the show before the heartbreaking news was like a PlayStation 5 price cut in this economy. It's like if you're genuinely interested, if you have the funds, now is the time to go out there and buy a PlayStation 5. But if you're listening to a PlayStation podcast, chances are you already got one of these. So yeah, it's interesting times. Kasi,
I just want to say, let's talk about the most important thing about Days of Play. It is the game sales.
Yeah.
They're on the PSN store right now. Like I'm just kind of going through for less than $10, the amount of absolute best that indie games have to offer that are available for like super cheap.
Mhm.
Like from the Modest Studios before Neva, they made Grease.
Yeah.
$3.
Oh shit.
Alan Wake Remastered, $4.50.
Oh my god.
Wavetail, previous Stadia exclusive,
Stadia.
only $4. Carrion, What Remains of Edith Finch, all under $5.
Yeah.
Like the list keep going. Venba is $8.24.
Great game.
Venba is incredible. Tales of
Yeah.
Gonzara Zhao, $8.
Yeah.
Like
Love you, Timper.
man.
Yeah.
So many good games on there. So please give them a look. Give them
Give it a look. And let us know what's the best game.
Say. It's great things in there.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments in the Discord. It's been popping off this week. Let us know what your favorite game or the steal of Playdays is for y'all. Because yeah, I've been looking. There's pretty impressive in there.
So Prowlin Wolf brings up a good point.
Yeah.
When do we think he types into? I'm sorry, I don't know if you're a he. They type into the YouTube chat, just like you can if you watch us live on YouTube. I'm thinking about the sale prices hitting at the same time as chatter about the PS6 is surfacing.
Yeah.
How I haven't heard the PS6 chatter, but I haven't been on social media much. How long until you think we start seeing things for the next console? Because it doesn't feel like it because time has flown by. But how far are we into this generation at this point?
Or 5 years.
So should I not be getting the Pro? Like, should I not be spending that money and saving it to the next console that's going to be $900?
I mean, that's one person said it online. They're like, if these consoles are like close to $1,000, it's like that's legitimately a harder sell than like, well, I could then go spend $500 more, get a decent PC, and then whatever.
I would never.
I would never too. Don't get me wrong. Mouse and
After
keyboard.
all the issues I've been having on the PC these past 2 weeks, do not get a PC.
You kidding me? Jesus Christmas. And you, by accident you download the wrong Batman, hands up. The price of the PS6 scares me. I hope it's not like 2027, maybe 2028, but I'm really hoping this generation gets to stretch its legs a little bit more, and we're thinking about PlayStation 6 2029. Yeah, and I feel like that because what is, I don't know, guys, like what is the allure of a PlayStation 6 other than what it looks a little prettier? Maybe it's 60 and 120 FPS. Like,
I don't think we've fully unlocked what PS5 can do yet.
Exactly.
No.
So I don't really care for a PS6 right now. Hi Meg. Yes, Venba is incredible.
Yeah.
Maybe we get a PS5 Pro Plus.
I mean, it's a subscription service.
It's just like I even the jump from 4 to 5 isn't as crazy as I think previous generations.
Yeah.
Because when you think of the end of the PS4, truly, and I will continue to bang this drum for the rest of my life when talking about games. The last year of PS4, we got FF7 Remake, Ghosts of Tsushima, Last of Us Part 2, all look like they were PS5 games from the jump.
Yeah.
So like the jump between consoles is not as crazy to me. Because again, I think we're just waiting on the next iteration of what TVs can do to then make that jump even feel better. Like I don't know.
I mean, Jeannie Love says it great here. She writes, I've committed not to buying another PlayStation console for at least 6 years since I got the Pro. Like, there's just, in like the PS5, like even with the PlayStation 5 Pro, I like the PlayStation 5, it's such a compliment to it where it's like, I truly didn't feel like I needed the Pro. It's just, I covered PlayStation, one of us ought to have it type of situation. And so like, yeah.
A likely story.
You're right.
That's how I justify my spending too. Well, it's my job. I need to have it.
But yeah, no, I truly, the thought of the PlayStation 6 scares the life out of me. It really does.
Okay, so long story short, I'm tempted to get the PS5 Pro. Even though it's only $50 off, I'm still scared about future pricing. And if it's going to be another 4 years, I don't know if my PlayStation has it in it.
True.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have 4 years. You're kidding me. Dizzy Delta writes, the biggest difference was the SSD speed for me and the 60 FPS. Yeah, I mean, God, 60 is great. Now that I see it, I can't go back to it.
But that's the point. If you see it,
yeah,
most people don't even mess with it and just play whatever the standard is, and it's fine.
Yeah. All right, gang. Listen, that's enough chatter of 4 years from now. Let's talk about what could be 30 days from now. Kyle Stevenson, take it away.
This comes from Sammy Barker over at Push Square, and Sammy writes, PlayStation's State of Play event for June could be on after all. This is all rumor and speculation for now, of course, but the journalist does have a good track record when it comes to predicting these events. What's important to note here is that Jeff Grubb cautions against a quote-unquote big PlayStation showcase and suggests it may be something a little smaller in scale. It's also interesting to note that it sounds like it'll take place after Summer Game Fest and all its auxiliary live streams. Jeff Grubb's quote, PlayStation event in June. That's the entirety of what I can confirm. No specific dates. Not sure if it's a State of Play or a Big Boy Showcase, but I lean towards State of Play. That's it. Anything else that people add is their own speculation.
All right, let's do our own speculation. Kyle Stevenson, if this is a showcase, State of Play and not a showcase, will you be disappointed and will you be sad?
No, because PlayStation is showing us new games. That's where I am at this point in my life. I just want PlayStation to talk to us. Whether it's a bigger State of Play, whether it's a full-on showcase, I don't even know if they know the difference between the two anymore.
I don't.
Right. Exactly. It's been so long since we've had a proper showcase that it just feels like it was just a beefed up State of Play anyway.
Right. It's maybe 2021, maybe 2022.
Whatever the one where Wolverine was unveiled, I feel is the last showcase.
That was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 2022. So, okay. I mean, you're right. I think the showcase and State of Play, they kind of blend, and no matter what, everybody's going to walk away disappointed. So, like, what say you here? If we're getting a State of Play, what's the thing that you, and we are getting one, what is the thing that you need to see, and what are your expectations for it?
I don't think I need to see anything. And I'm not going to lie, my expectations are pretty low. I found I'm a happier person when I go in with very low expectations to these things.
Same.
As soon as I start falling for the hype train that is social media, I'm like, damn, that was disappointing. And it shouldn't have been, because that was my own fault, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing more from games that we already know about. Yeah. Maybe something for this. Now, we're not getting, but maybe give us a little tease for Wolverine. It can be cinematic, but you announced it 3 years ago. Maybe just give us a little something. Obviously, I don't know if I want to see more for Yote, because now we have our release date and we got a great trailer. I don't know if I'm at the point where if I want to see more or not. Mm-hmm. Maybe something for Mafia. I know that they've kind of been doing their own thing, but I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing more Mafia. Yeah. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. You guys are probably going to say things. I'm like, oh yeah, I want that too. But
I mean, here's the wrinkle though, and we'll get to it in the next story. But PlayStation's on the list of official partners for SGF.
Yeah.
So I feel like any of the big things, it's going to be on Jeff's stage.
So maybe the big announcements are Jeff's stage, and this is kind of what Xbox does, where it has the breakdowns and deeper dives into things they've already announced. That would be really cool.
Yeah. And I honestly, you go, oh, we're gonna blow your mind. I'm the same with you. It's I've learned, and this is just this is not just me trying to be the PlayStation putting my cap on thing. I've learned to just keep my expectations down. I'm not here to expect quote unquote anything. It's why predictions, we'll get to our silly ones for Summer Game Fest, but I don't have any crazy predictions, because it automatically sets my brain up to expect that thing and then be disappointed when I don't see it. So it's just show me cool games. You don't need just show me cool games that I'm going to be interested, that I want to buy on day one. And I'm a happy camper.
Mhm.
Though I will say, I think I would like to see some like gameplay out of Yote, and then I'm satiated until like August or September when we start getting the hype train for Yote going. But like, other than that, it's just like, yeah, and I think you're gonna get like, I think you're going to get a PlayStation surprise of like something that is out this year that like you weren't expecting, but it's probably smaller. And so
What's
I would
that?
just yeah.
What's that game that's coming out from the people that did they do like the anthology series. They have a new one coming out that's like on a spaceship.
Oh, Dark Pictures. Oh, right.
That could be
Yes,
a good one to be there. We know
yes.
about it. They've been slowly giving us drip feed of like characters and stuff on social media. So
Mhm.
it wouldn't necessarily be huge, but it's definitely like PlayStation centric. And I
Yeah.
think could make sense to be there.
What say you, Kyle? What's the thing you need to see? What's the thing you want to see? Expectation.
I'm kind of with Sindaloo here. I don't need to see anything other than it's things that we're playing within the next year and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
No matter what it is, I'm fine with. I just don't want to. I don't want them to show things that are so far away.
Mm-hmm.
So whether or not that is more Ghost gameplay, whether or not that we get Saros gameplay here.
I mean, I think that we get. I think Saros is great. You mentioned. I think that's a given.
Sure. I mean, they did say later this year the new Housemarque game. But later this year could be more towards Game Awards. Who knows?
Sure.
What's going on with Little Devil Inside? Like there are things that are definitely tied with PlayStation that's still up in the air. But at this point, I have my big pie in the sky hype, which we'll talk about next.
Okay.
Just overall. But like if they don't happen, they don't happen. It's fine. I've become way more easygoing now, even if my hype is way too high.
Yeah. That's and maybe it's just because listen, the last few weeks have been so insane. Like what's it, Lamb Chop 93, which he gave us a code for Astrobot. I don't know how we give it away. So someone in the live chat, let me know how we give this thing away. Is it something maybe join our Discord? I don't want it to be like a paid thing. Like, oh, join pay. I don't want that. Maybe it's a Discord thing we do. But nonetheless, they write.
I can hide the code again in different places.
Ooh, maybe it's a scavenger hunt. Not
I
gonna
like
lie,
that.
I've been so out of gaming life lately. I didn't realize SGF was like a few weeks away. I mean,
spoiler, it's next week.
It's next week.
Also, every time you guys said that, I was having a heart attack because in my head, a week is the weekend, even though that's not. And you're like, oh yeah, next week. And I'm like, I did the wrong dates. And I'm constantly rechecking. And I'm like, wait, no, next week is next Wednesday. Like, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep. I know Memorial Day has really screwed our brains up. But yeah, no, I do think we get something in June. I just think it's a little smaller, but you'll still get some cool surprises. And yeah, that's where I'm at. Now, listen, I get it. Like Xbox is gonna probably have a blowout. They're gonna have a huge stuff. We're not in that world where that. First off, it never mattered. But like we're not in the. It doesn't. They're all coming to PlayStation, so like, who cares? You know what I mean? That's where we're at now, and we're at this weird point where, like, again, guys, like PlayStation's PC windows getting shortening. Like the idea of like exclusives being the thing is slowly kind of fading, at least being like purely one platform exclusive. So they're all playing with each other, and it's kind of weird. It's like the point where like in the play date, the parents are still setting up the meetings. You're not really friends yet, but yeah, it's a weird time we're living in. That's Kyle Stevenson.
Let's got a question.
Oh yes, Light. Sorry.
So you know how maybe we're on different social medias, but on my TikTok, the trend is right now everyone's being like, "Oh, is this a recession indicator?" Because like there are so many things that are So is Xbox and PlayStation playing nice a recession indicator?
Yeah, kind of. We're more
like we
a
need to
link
do
trade.
anything to keep these studios open. Just go wherever you want to go.
Oh, actually, no. We do have the recession indicator. It's a story from now.
That was a bet. I should have saved that for my transition. That would have been a better.
No, you're good.
transition.
You're good.
I'm not on that trend in TikTok. I'm getting served the holy effing airball trend.
Oh, I'm getting a lot of that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Keep the models dancing for me. That's all I got.
Hands.
For the goth mod. Yeah, hands up. All right, come on. We've all have the
That
Rhea
should be
Ripley
that should be an
algorithm.
emote for our channel. Just hands.
Mr. Light said we need merch that's just hands with
Just
the PlayStation logo
Hands.
or with
Hands.
this trophy room logo.
Goodness gracious. All right, Kyle Stevenson, take it away. This is a tweet from Jeff, by the way.
Mr. Jeff Keighley.
We'll see you
tweeted out,
soon, Jeffy boy.
Oh.
We're proud to welcome a record-setting 60-plus partners for Summer Game Fest in 2025, a global celebration of video games in Los Angeles this June. Here are a couple of the heavy hitters: PlayStation, Nintendo, Square Enix, IOI, Steam, Xbox, Stega, Yacht Club, NeoWiz. The list goes on.
There's a lot of people participating in Summer Game Fest.
Which I want to remind you, Joe, specifically, don't say anything about what's at Play Days.
Thank you.
Keep that.
That is why I'm looking at the list.
I'm bringing up the picture he just tweeted.
Yeah, exactly. So let's take a look at that picture Jeff tweeted and not of anything in particular. Now, we have a question. Someone writes in. Papa Taz writes in. Of course, we ask for questions each and every Wednesday, whether it be on our Discord, whether that be on our social medias, and y'all come through each and every week. Have your chance to have your question read on the show, like Papa Taz. What's up, Trophy Room Trio? What's your reasonable Summer Game Fest prediction? And what game could we see get announced? My wildest prediction is we get a Persona 4 remake announcement. My most reasonable prediction, we get DLC for Expedition 33. Now, I'll just let you know, Papa Taz, Yuri Lowenthal, check his blue sky. That's all I'm going to say. And then thank me later. Yeah. So, Kyle Stevenson, I go to you first on this. What is your most reasonable game announcement? One that you think is a lot.
You can't say reasonable to me.
I need you to be a reasonable man here. Because the next question's about being crazy and throwing.
Oh, okay. I'll save the crazy.
Caution to the wind.
So seeing this list, the first thing that popped out to me when I saw this partner list, outside of seeing PlayStation there and whatever, was Yacht Club.
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting Mina the Hollower at SGF, and I am so excited.
Ooh.
I feel like that's a reasonable thing. It has been quiet for so long.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other Shovel Knight things that would be there. I would highly doubt that they would announce another game without having Mina out there first, or at least a date first. So I feel like I'm being reasonable that could definitely be showing up on the showcase.
Okay. I like that, Kyle. I like, keep your expectations up. Now, also, Kojima's going to be there. I think that's the most reasonable thing reveal that we know.
But so, what game?
I mean, I think someone asked about that, so I'll save that, but I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, Yacht Club. I think you also have like the Shovel Knights getting like a remaster type of situation. Like that's cool. Light, what do you think is a reasonable game that you could see one of these studios, publishers, what have you, announce on the floor of Summer Game Fest Live?
505, they did Control, correct?
They published Control, yes.
Published it. Yep.
Okay. Would we maybe get a second Control, because we're kind of seeing people getting more into that with Alan Wake and kind of the crossovers there?
I think we're on opposite sides of the theater, but you will hear me scream if that is the case.
You'll hear the most shrilly scream of your.
My other thing would be I would love, not an announcement, but I'd love to see more for The Witcher with CDPR being there.
Yeah.
God.
When's my keychain coming in? I need my links keychain. God damn it! I'm gonna wear it around my neck, and then it's gonna burn me because it's fool's gold. Let's see. I mean, Datemu's there.
I got another reasonable one.
Please,
just from this list. I think we get the date for the Lies of P DLC.
Yeah, NeoWiz is there.
They say, they still say in summer.
Right.
Guess what? It's summer.
in summer.
Is
And
it already summer or is it still spring?
No, it's not. But like,
Okay,
it's
okay.
Summer Game Fest next week. So
You're right. You're right.
That's the kickoff to summer.
yeah, dude.
Let's see.
Nintendo Switch 2. Ready?
Yeah.
Animal Crossing.
Oh, dude, my pie in the sky. I think it's too crazy, but like we see Splatoon 3 there. They just celebrated 10 years. That would be dope. But this is a PlayStation show, and I gotta not be a kid nor a squid now, so I gotta be a reasonable man instead. I think this is hard. This is difficult. 2K's there. A reasonable man would suggest we see Mafia on an even bigger stage than PAX East, and we get to see maybe some like deeper gameplay mechanics of Old Country. I think that's a reasonable reveal / announcement.
Please don't put Randy Pitchford on stage.
For the love of God.
If it's a Borderlands trailer on its own, fine.
Cool.
Don't put
He
Randy
did
on
apologize. He did
Oh, did he?
apologize. Yeah.
Okay.
It's an apology without saying sorry apology. If I recall correctly, and maybe I missed another one, but there was one where he was like, I didn't mean to offend people. That's not an apology, dude. That's not an apology.
Yeah.
That's taking ownership, sure, but that's not apologizing.
Yeah. Listen, it's a step up. For him, it's a step up. Green Gorilla Gamer writes in, Sup fam. He says, oh, and this week, Joe, I'd love for you to read my question, brother. Give Kyle a break, and I'll let T on the next one. We back. And by back, I mean, what the F is up with this month, yo? Look at me, I'm part of the youth. Like, we can just chill for 2 seconds and take a deep breath or something, yeah? That's how you know he's Canadian.
Hey?
Hey? Come on,
Yeah, it's
Barry.
very Buffalo, too.
Yeah.
My siblings both went to college in Buffalo, and they got everyone in my family to end with, yeah?
Yeah. SGF predictions, you say? Well, your boy is here and your boy is hyped. I'm talking Halo Master Chief Collection announced for PlayStation 5 with a release date of the winter. Starfield DLC 2 with a simultaneous PS5 release in the spring. Think about this fall and the anniversary. A single effing word about Wolverine coming next year. Venom game? Nah, y'all crazy. And finally, a release date for Hollow Knight Silksong for the end of June. How about a Hollow Knight fucking easy mode? I'm getting my shit rocked. But if we want an actual crazy prediction and not like mid, oh, look at him. He's a real youngster. I'd say that we're finally getting to see Elder Scrolls 6 with the release date of 2020. I'd say in the spring. LOL. Only other game I can think is Hell Is Us gets a proper gameplay trailer because I really want to see more of that. Hope y'all are doing all right. Not gonna lie, life is not going good right now. He's in the middle of a wedding planning, so I get it. I'm looking forward to shutting everything out for a couple hours and just listening to the show tomorrow. Much love. God bless. Thank you.
Love you, buddy.
If they announce Elder Scrolls 6,
I'll hear you from the other side.
You hear the most bullshit.
I say that, but in reality, I'll just be sobbing. Just like I was with the winter.
Now,
if it gets flooded of tears, that's me. My bad.
Yeah. That said, if you hear a dog whining in the back, it's Abby. She wants in and to be annoying. I'm not gonna let that happen. So wildest prediction, Light. Listen, he took Elder Scrolls. You gotta take something else. Okay.
Well, my wild prediction was gonna be either Silksong or Wolverine. Something.
Oh,
something.
Anything at this point.
Anything.
Another still. What say you, Kyle? What's like the one like throw caution to the wind? I know you, dude.
Oh, easy.
Let's go.
I've been dreaming about this for years. They keep talking about they're going to do something special for the anniversary. The anniversary is very soon. They have new art for the characters.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy IX remake announced on the stage. They're a big part of the new Magic set. It's the anniversary. They made a big deal, and they just added new artwork to the website 2 weeks ago and said expect more news soon.
I mean,
Like, come on.
it's happening. It has to
It's
happen.
the last game from that NVIDIA leak years ago. Every other one came true.
Yeah.
That's the only one that has not come true yet. Like, yeah.
Come on. All right, I got two. You ready for this? You ready for this? 2K's on that list. Okay. Which means you think, oh, GTA, right? No, I don't.
Nope. I
Again,
know where
I'm
you're going with
excited.
this.
Looks great. And both characters look hot. We're not arguing that. All right. Lucia.
I feel like I
What
feel
the-
like
wait,
you should preface this with a would you kindly if I'm picking up.
Oh my
and
god,
down.
how did I not think about that?
That's right.
Wait, no, take my back. Give me
All right, like go. Tapping you in. Like, what's your pie in the sky prediction there, bud?
You screamed that so loud the mic barely picked you up on my end.
Your noise gate just cut you off.
BioShock.
There you go. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, BioShock would be
Dude,
awesome.
so sick.
Oh my god. And
Wait,
just
but what
anything.
about Judas? Who does Judas? Who's doing Judas?
And there you go. That's actually my thing. I was leading you to water on that one. Judas is my. When I heard Kevin Levine talk about Judas, and this was like they showed alpha footage to let people play the alpha of this game, and it truly being like a different game you play every time you're playing it type of spiel, and it seeming like it's holding true to that. That feels like a true visionary step forward for the single player medium. That feels like something we've never seen before on a AAA lens. Even if it's not executed 100%, it's just something wildly different that you would expect a small indie studio to do. Ghost Story Games, if I'm not mistaken, that's Ken's new joint. Judas would have me screaming like a little girl. That would have me. I'd be freaking out because BioShock is one of my most influential games I ever played. It means so much to me. So to see him come out going, Judas, yes, please. And it's Lady Gaga Judas playing in the back as he's walking out. There you go. And then my other pie in the sky, this is more of a jokey joke at this point. Marathon actually sticks to the 2025 release date. Like we're talking, it's not moving. It's September 23rd. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, that's it. That I'm just excited more than anything. We're gonna be in the same room together, experiencing this. So yeah, again, like we're not gonna be live reacting on YouTube, but hey, listen, we're gonna be meeting each other. We're gonna be seeing each other, and just
We live stream it,
experiencing
just our faces from our cell phones in the theater.
Yeah, we can
You have
make
to
that
have
work.
the stream up on your computer, and then also our face cam stream up.
Yeah, listen.
I'm not just saying this, and I don't mean to put false hope or hype into anyone's bloodstream, get them even more excited. I feel like this one's special, and I don't know why.
Because he's not saying, "Hey, temper expectations."
Isn't it an anniversary for SGF?
Maybe.
Wait, but that's a good point. He's never once said keep your expectations in check, and he always says that.
Yeah, and last year he didn't for the Game Awards, and we saw fucking Witcher 4 Intergalactic, and Elden Ring, DLC
And
flip, but
everyone's saying, "Damn, the list is really big. There's a lot of big hitters there," and he's not being like, well, "Let's take it down a notch." He's just like, "Go crazy, friends."
That's what I mean, and I don't want to like prop us up for disappointment, but I don't know. This one feels different, and I don't know why.
It's because we're gonna be there together.
That could be it.
Yeah,
that could be it.
Yeah, I mean, I think people are in for a wild show. That said, Lamb Chop writes, crazy prediction: Bloodborne remake, shadow drop, and a sequel announcement. I'm so hurt. I'm so hurt that the pains become numb. It's rough. Hey, but listen, Nintendo's gonna be there. Maybe we see more Dusk Bloods. Who knows? I don't know.
Hey, real genuine question.
Okay.
What's Blue Point up to?
They were making the God of War live service game, and you might say
I know, but that was I think a second project.
Just that, bud.
No, I don't think so. I think they've said that there was another one.
It's a long ways out, bud.
No, I think you're wrong.
All right. It's okay. Listen, I'm in the stage of we really didn't realize how bad Jim Ryan fucked PlayStation's roadmap and just their process of making games until literally like 3 months ago. Like, or really just marathons being a dud. Like PlayStation, remember back in like 2021, they're like, hey, gang, we're making 24 games. Half of them are live service. Please don't boo, because the other half is what it's our normal output of PlayStation games, right? The problem with those 24 games is that those prestige single player studios were also lumped in with making some live service games that just either came out and were Concord or were just plain old canceled. And so right now we're sitting in the lull period of PlayStation where they debated not putting out a showcase just because we don't have games that are coming out in the next year and a half, enough of them to justify a showcase. And then that's all we're hearing for the next year and a half is like, where is, I don't know, Wolverine, where is Intergalactic, where is, Corey's game, all that stuff. So I'm telling you, I'm sorry for the rant. Blue Point, salute to y'all. But
I just looked it up. They've confirmed they're working on an original thing, and that was after the God of War news. So
okay.
I'm just saying.
Oh, I've given up all hope. But you want to know why that is? Because this breaking news right before we recorded the show, the main topic of the night. Let's take it away, Kyle Stevenson.
Jordan Midler over at VGC writes, EA has canceled its Black Panther game and closed its studio Cliffhanger Games. According to a report from IGN, the publisher has shut down Cliffhanger Games and is attempting to place affected staff in other roles across the company. The report says EA will also be laying off other staff on its mobile and central teams in a round of layoffs separate to those last month, which saw 300 to 400 staff laid off across EA, including 100 at Apex Legends Studio, Respawn Entertainment. The publication was forwarded an email sent to staff from EA Entertainment President Laura Miele, which says the cancellation of the Black Panther game is part of EA's effort to, quote, sharpen our focus and put our creative energy behind the most significant growth opportunities, end quote. Miele's email also says EA Entertainment, which is a separate division to EA Sports, will focus mainly on Battlefield, The Sims, Skate, and Apex Legends going forward, though development will also continue on Motive's Iron Man game and Respawn's third Star Wars Jedi game. Cliffhanger Games was formed in 2021 and was led by Kevin Stevens, who is boss of Warner's Monolith during development of Middle-earth Shadow Mordor and Middle-earth Shadow of War. In addition to leaders from those games, Cliffhanger's team included veterans of franchises including Halo, God of War, and Call of Duty, according to EA. The Black Panther game was being developed in collaboration with Marvel Games.
CEO of EA, Andrew Wilson, earned $25.6 million in fiscal 2024. This is from gamesindustry.biz, rest in peace, from June 18th, 2024. So, just to tell you guys where we're at with AAA gaming and the state of it all. Why even make a game? Why even... We've come to the point with these big AAA games where the promise was, hey, these big live service games will pay for the ambitious single player games that we're going to make. But it even shows if you have Madden, you have FIFA, you have Apex Legends, you have 3 huge live service games, which yes, Apex not as big as it once was, but even then you still have 2 of the biggest sports games yearly. That's not enough money for you. And that's not enough to justify even a IP that is known to make and cross over $1 billion, that is Black Panther. What are we doing? Why do we build this studio? Just to lay off people? Kyle Stevenson, no, like, I think I chose Kyle last time. Like, how do you not punch a wall when you hear this news? Because I'm getting tired.
I don't know, because I'm confused on a couple things.
Yeah, please.
Thing one, You didn't even give them a chance to release the game. You didn't even give them a chance.
Right.
So you create this new studio, which, correct me if I'm wrong, this was going to be their first game.
Yep. Yeah.
So you create
this is from the team. This is ex Monolith devs, if memory serves. They are the Lord of the Rings games, you know, the Nemesis system, all that awesome stuff. This is the leads of that. They make great games, great action games.
So why not give them a chance? Like, rein in the budget if you need to or something. I don't know, but give them a chance to release something. But then also it goes back to, we keep announcing these games so early. In my mind, I thought they were probably already almost done.
Right.
We heard about it so long ago. I kind of forgot about it till this story had dropped. But if you had mentioned it before, I've been like, oh yeah, that has to be coming out soon, right? Like within a year, I would think, because it was announced so long ago. Stop announcing these games so early, because they keep getting canceled. And then don't tell us until you know for sure and you're like a year out, because then what we won't know doesn't hurt our feelings, you know? Obviously a studio closure we're gonna know about, but like, we don't need to know if you're canceling a game if you don't tell us freaking 4 years before you're ready to release it.
And also, please.
What's the studio that's doing that Wonder Woman game with the Nemesis system? Was that still happening?
Nope.
That was Monolith. That's done.
That's done too.
So that's literally Monolith's dead, and then the spiritual successor to Monolith is dead. And you know, Kyle, I'm tired.
Same. Also, just want to be clear, the other Black Panther game is still happening.
Right, the one
Marvel 1943 with Captain America.
Right, with
that
Captain
is still
America.
happening.
Yeah.
Right.
Just in case anyone listening is like, that one's no, this is a separate Black Panther game. Still sucks.
Yeah,
I
still
hate
sucks.
I don't fucking understand what EA is doing.
And I would think, because they would have to get rights from Disney. So I would think you would have to have some good justification with Disney to cancel that.
1,000,000%.
I would think that Disney, I'm saying that a lot. But from somebody who doesn't know anything about that side of the industry, it's probably not easy to get the rights to make that game. So you've got to convince Disney to do it. And now you're canceling it. I can't imagine Disney would be too happy about that.
Yeah. And it's that weird thing where, yes, we are seeing the headline that it's closing and the game is canceled. Who knows? The game could have been in a really rough shape. I have no idea. But for us just looking at it, this just makes me so mad at EA in general. And then to hear them say we're going to focus on ones with growth opportunities and then highlight Battlefield, The Sims, Skate, and Apex. What do all those have in common? Microtransactions, baby, and like no more single player stuff. This also means to me, like, we're never going to see Dead Space 2 remake.
No,
that's not going to happen now, which bums me out because I played the first one remake, and became a fan.
Yep,
and I was hoping to play the other ones, and now that's out the window. Lord knows when we'll ever get this third Star Wars Jedi game, and who knows, they might cancel that too. I think that one's safe. You say that. I have zero faith in EA. I have zero faith in anything that they do right now.
But also, it's like The Sims obviously is a big money generator, but they are releasing new mini content packs like every other week, which is great if you're a Sims fan. But at some point, people are going to be like, I can't justify buying these packs. So are you now putting too heavy of a trust on the money that you're going to be getting from these microtransactions from these other games, and you're releasing content all the time, which on one hand, if you're a fan, woohoo, a bunch of new content, but on the other hand, people aren't going to be able to afford that. If you're not the creator getting the codes to these games all the time, like, you cannot keep up with that, even if it's only $5. It's all the time.
So where to start? It's all these safe bets, and I think it's like, this is the recession indicator. The fact that like none of them are willing to go out and make something, just have a small incubator team. We talk about Judas. That was a team of 6 for like 7 years, like of just testing out ideas and just throwing darts at a wall. And 2K going, hey, because you're such a small team, you can kind of do whatever. Keep making weird shit because we got GTA that makes all this money. And then you have EA here where it's like, you have Madden, you have FIFA, which underperformed or whatever, FC, whatever the fuck they're calling it. Ted Lasso is in it. And, and then like you have all these live service things, you have Sims, and it's still not good enough. It just it doesn't make it makes sense in the cold calculated thing. I think EA was making a whole lot of licensing games. Like, you know, I think when you take a look at their portfolio, half of their portfolio is Disney shit. You know, you have the Iron Man game, which is, let's fingers crossed at this point.
Yeah.
That was
That
announced
seems
first,
like a riskier game to me than Black Panther.
right?
Because the mechanics for
would
that are going to be
agree.
way harder to get down.
100%. And then, you know, you had the Black Panther game, but then you also had all this Star Wars property that you've just totally abandoned, while at the same exact time, shout out to Andor being the greatest piece of art ever created and also the best piece of Star Wars. You have Battlefront hitting the highest concurrence it's ever had on Steam and elsewhere. It frustrates me to no end, because what it really seems like from the outset, from stories I've heard from like CNBC and all this boring shit, was like Bob Iger was going to do, the last thing I heard was Bob Iger is gonna retire again. Rest in piss, go rest on a yacht, you piece of garbage. And he was gonna bring up Andrew Wilson as the next CEO of Disney. And Disney was contemplating at that point of going into games in a big way. So I would say if you're Disney, it's acquisition season, and that acquisition targets EA. So them, for, you know, offloading Black Panther in the most dubious way possible, kind of shows that they are not in that discussion anymore. And that's like the raw dumb business boring side of it. The human element is that just like so many people are now displaced, disheveled, and while they're saying, hey, we're going to try to keep many people as we can, dude, layoffs rock. Offices, we just experienced one where we worked and it was very small, but everyone felt it. And it was just seeing that on such a large scale after already just waves of, you know, this, it sucks. It just sucks. At the same exact time, Lisa Opie, she is one of the execs over at Ubisoft, has stressed that we need more shorter single player and more focused games. And it's like, man, we need to get back to, hey, games are not $300 million just to make. And I don't know how we recalibrate the audience to think, hey, you don't need ray tracing on fucking Iron Man's goggles. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like we're on a good path this year.
Yeah.
With that opening the eyes for the gamers, because we have seen so many, I would say, AA or indie games that are like exploding onto the scene this year. And it's really opening, like Bang Bang, we had Blueprints and then Claire Obscure. Like, people are loving those games. And look at the size of the teams, look at the size of the project. Like, I'm hopeful that gamers are going to start to see that too, and maybe we can start to shift perception for gamers, which will then shift perception for devs.
Yeah, Jeannie Love writes, back to the PS2 days. It's what we need right now, man. You know, we've beaten the dead horse here. It's like, dude, the people that are going to be leading this industry, it is people like, you know, the Expedition 33, Sandfall devs, right? You know, it's people like Remedy. It's people like IOI. It's like these smaller studios, not even smaller in terms of like, oh, indie, like these big studios find in independent studios find success in a game like Hitman, and then they go, hey, we're gonna you know, start funding games that like we normally wouldn't, like with Mind's Eye. And listen, Mind's Eye doesn't look great, but you're seeing them try to at least go, hey, we're going to try to spread the love, become an independent publisher for folks that we enjoy their vision with. We've seen that with the Among Us devs, right? Starting their own collective to help shine a light on other indie games. So like, you're seeing that elsewhere. And I think that's what the future of games are going to be. So when we see the success of, you know, something like a Expedition 33 selling 3.3 million copies, to see what you did there in 33 days. Okay, now you're really just hitting the head on the nail here. You know, that's the future where it's like, yeah, 3.3 million is not great if you are Dragon Age the Veilguard at EA, but it means that that game is super successful. You get to fund all types of projects if you're small like Sandfall and Kepler. So I don't know. I that's where the future of games is, guys.
I got two things for you. One, anyone listening out there, if you have an hour and 18 minutes, go hit up the 6-1 Indie Showcase if you're looking for
Let's go.
the future games. Just saying, indie games are where it's at. And two,
Publishing. Let's go.
hey, I don't know what that sound was that came out of my mouth. Hey, hey. Hey. It's like Yogi Bear in the woods.
Yeah.
Hey, boo boo, give me the
Hey,
picnic basket.
There's 100 indies in here.
I forgot where I was going. Oh, this honestly, the thing that scares me the most, and it's going to be another dark day in games because I feel like it's coming.
Okay.
The day we hop on a blue sky, we hop down to record, and it's breaking news. EA closes BioWare. I feel like that day is coming because that doesn't fit into what they sound like these plans are, and that makes me fucking sad. The same sad of when they shut down Visceral, the same sad when they canceled that Star Wars 1313 game, which I thought looked awesome. EA needs to figure out what they're doing, and they need to figure it out fast. And whatever this plan is does not sound like a good idea to me at all.
No. And again, I think Jedi is safe because that's the last one in that trilogy.
But that's what I mean. And then after that,
well, because Star Wars fans legit, they love Cal Kestis. They want to see him in live action, and he said that he really wants to do it. So I do think this is end of the trilogy thing.
Alex,
Star Wars fans are so crazy. Someone's gonna get Luigi'd if we don't see a Jedi 3.
Alex, I'm sorry for speaking that into the world, but like, I feel like the writing's on the wall.
Also, if they need a Marion for the live action, have I ever acted before? No, but I volunteer as tribute.
Let's see.
Paint my face. Let me do it. I look nothing like her, but I'll do it.
I know. I was like, Marion, isn't she
awesome.
blue? Where's Marion in Mass Effect 1, right? Mass Effect 1.
No, what?
No, Jedi.
Oh. I'm gonna go to sleep now. It's been a long day. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I ship them so hard. Yeah. So EA. Oh man, get together. I'm tired of you guys. Tired of you guys just like taking talent, go look at what we got, and then just 5 years later, it's like this game could have been fucking out, dude. What are you doing? Kick rocks, Andrew Wilson. All right, Kyle Stevenson. I'm guessing these pieces of news, you threw these links in here. I'm thinking this is you.
I did. I threw them in there just in case you needed some flash news stuff. I was trying to be helpful.
No, you were. You really did save me a lot of time. So take it away, Kyle Stevenson.
Sure. The first bit of flash news as I pull up the link. This comes from Vicky Blake over at IGN. Vicky writes, PS4 exclusive The Order 1886 was planned as the first, and just bit my tongue, as the first in a trilogy of history-bending games, the director reveals. I'm not going to go too much into it, but this just confirms what I feel we all felt at the end of Order 1886, where they're setting up a really dope sequel. And we're never gonna get it.
I never played it, so I'm kind of glad that I didn't at this point.
Honestly, like
it
is a ton of fun. It's only 6 hours, easy platinum.
I think it's probably only $8 too. Like it's always super, super cheap.
And for a game of its time, very brave because someone hangs dong. So hands up. It's true. It's true. There's a brothel. And you see Wang. That's all I remember from the previews. All right, Kyle Steven, what's this next one?
Also from IGN, Eric Van Allen writes, Death Stranding is getting an anime adaptation, according to Hideo Kojima. So outside of an A24 live-action film adaptation, Kojima Kojima talked about, quote, I'm also currently working on the A24 live action film, blah, blah, blah. When it comes to film adaptation of games, there have been recent films like The Last of Us that keep the plot of the original intact, and films like the Super Mario Brothers movie that are more like a service to game fans. Each of these works has its own merits, but as a film lover, I want to pursue expression as a film. I'm aiming to make Death Stranding in a way that can only be done as a film, and that will win awards at the Cannes Film Festival and the Venice Film Festival. In fact, we're also currently working on an anime adaptation.
Oh, so it's going to be artsy.
Yeah.
It's going to be artsy.
Dude, if it's the same team behind the Cyberpunk anime, we're going to win some awards.
Let's cue Silcana in chat. Did you finish it yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
I can only take so much. Listen, I just watched Andor. I need something fun. Not to say that I didn't love it, but yeah, it's heavy in there, you know?
Sure.
Cool news. Awesome. I'll maybe check it out. I won't get too far in the weebs.
Speaking about checking out, also today, CD Projekt Red announced Cyberpunk 2027 sequel is in development, and it's just called Cyberpunk 2.
Let's go.
Again, CDPR, if you need a voice actress in just as any like tertiary, just someone you pass on the street, hit me up. I'm your girl.
If you need any voice actor to do anything at all, I could be even pervert degenerate 37.
They need to have, you know how they had Skippy?
Yeah.
Was it Skippy?
Yeah, it's Skippy, the gun.
The talking gun. And they also have a dildo weapon.
Do they
Bear
really?
with me. They need a talking dildo weapon, and that could be one of our voices. You swing it, and it just goes, first time.
Show me your hands.
Hands.
No joke. If any developer is listening out there and you need a talk show for the radio, hit us up.
Wait. Someone timestamp this clip. We're putting it on socials. I'm putting a call out there.
Let's go. Get us in your game.
They've always told me I got a face for radio. Let's make this happen.
I once helped out a friend in college. He was doing like a commercial. It was for like a film class or whatever. And they had me be on the commercial, and I botched it in front of the screen. But
good stuff for what we're trying to get here.
But I did the voiceover at the end, and everyone in the room was like, you've got a great radio voice when I put it on. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying.
Can you do a transatlantic radio voice?
Yeah, could you do and this is 92 FM.
Well, that's just a regular radio voice.
Yeah.
I want the old school.
I don't know if I can do the old school ones.
Yeah, like the
Hello, Shay.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Madden from Cyberpunk Radio. You see?
Monsters are attacking. No, I can't do that. I'll work on it.
Figure it out.
Last bit of Flash news. Yeah. I'm shocked you didn't throw this in here, Joe. Elden Ring Night Rain reviews roundup. It's currently sitting at a 78 on OpenCritic. It sounds exactly what I thought it would be. It's a weird way to rewire your brain to play a From Software game in a multiplayer setting, and it might not be for everyone. Every review that I've read, and it's okay that it's not for me, but they're like not great for single players.
Oh wow, really? Okay.
Not great. So I think I'm gonna sit this one out.
Yeah, the more they talked about it, I was more disengaged. So listen, I have 7 unique, one-of-a-kind lanyards, okay? One of a kind.
Only 7?
They only made 7 of these at PAX East. They said,
okay.
We got 7 of these. Put them out. I know there's someone on Patreon. They were like, hey, can I get a lanyard? I don't know if you can mail it to Canada. Listen, unless the orange guy just tries to stop me, let's give it a go. Let's give it a good college try. I'll try to ship these out anywhere I can. Okay. I know Danny D. Wally wants one of them. So that's 5 right there. Like it's 2, it's 5 left.
That should be the scavenger hunt.
What?
Kyle was talking about for the code, doing like a little scavenger hunt.
Is this you? That. Is this?
Could be.
You're selling them for $10?
That's $10 premium lanyard.
Or is this your listing for 2 each. You said you only have the 7 in the world, so
Right. Yep.
this one says more than 10 available. So I just want to throw that out there.
Okay. Forgeries happen. You can forge a lot of things. You know?
Joe, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't hear forgery. I'm not gonna say what I heard.
Well, fuckery?
Just drop the O or drop the F and just
I also heard orgy. I heard orgy.
Yep, I definitely heard orgy, and I was a little confused for a second. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe that was my sound gate. No, I said forgeries. Forgeries. Oh my god. Yeah. No. But those also exist, and you know what? Not gonna shame you, wide-eyed shut parties. Not gonna shame you. Not on this show. Hands up. Play them at your locales. We got a voice.
Play them at what?
Play them at your locales, folks. You heard it here first.
You know?
Oh my god.
Whatever.
You can play that first, and then what's the power wash simulator after?
What are we talking about? Are we talking about playing orgies? What's happening?
Cleaning them. No one thinks about, great point, Light. No one thinks about
Clean up.
Clean up, finding things. Someone has to Dyson, Swiffer.
Who's bringing the charcuterie board? That's what I want to know.
Exactly. Who's bringing the Kirkland?
We got a white elephant gift that's a charcuterie board. It's a charcuterie board that looks like a
It's not.
So I'll bring it. See, this is why we need to be in a cyberpunk radio talk show. We would fit in perfectly.
We're perfect for it. Oh, Kyle Stevenson, take it away. What you been playing, bud? Damn it, we're all breaking up.
TC writes in chat. Wait till you see what the X button does. Oh. Oh, we broke Joe. Joe's gone.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's not rocking. That's what happened.
How hard do you think that platinum would be in that game? What are the trophies in the orgy game?
I don't want to know. Let's think about the kid sitting in the backseat of his dad's minivan.
We were just talking about how we need more indie games. Let's make it.
Right.
We have a publisher friend now. Come on.
I mean,
yeah, get Mike on the line.
I have been playing a game called Cookie Clicker. We can very clearly change the name.
Christ.
I'm just
saying. You don't even need to change the name, brother.
That's very true. We don't. And let me tell you, that trophy list is very tough.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
If our orgy game hits that same level, God, I hope the kids upstairs are sleeping and they don't hear me. Anyways, I have been playing.
Owen's upstairs like, what's wide-eyed shut?
What's an orgy?
Listen, Owen, when multiple people love each other.
Listen, or sometimes they meet on, what's a Craigslist ad?
Some people really love pineapples.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And we're not here to judge.
I have been playing the game called Cookie Clicker.
Okay.
It's not the most action-packed game. It's an idle game where you run a cookie factory, and it's all about buffing up the factories and buildings, whatever, to make the most cookies that you possibly can, that you then use for currency. It's been out for a very long time. It was a browser game years and years and years and years ago. It came to Steam, I want to say 5-6 years ago at this point, and now it's making the console jump, which is why my PlayStation is on right now, because I'm running some factories.
I'm clicking all the cookies.
I'm clicking all the cookies. It's not it's just mindless thing, something that I can kind of check on. So it was only $5 too. So it's I've heard people get into it, and once you start leveling up certain things, you unlock even more depth to it. I got my I got one of the things up, I think banks, level up to a certain point where I unlock the stock market, and there's a stock market in this game. And if you unlock the temples enough, you can place gods in your pantheon that's all change how many cookies you're getting a second. And there's so much depth to this game. It's wild to me. I don't know how much longer I will play because it is time consuming. So, but it's there. It's fun. It's whatever. Outside of that, I have not gone back to Claire yet. I've just been so busy. I can't handle that kind of game at the moment. I want to.
Yeah.
It's really cool seeing Mr. Light text us how much he's loving it. Makes me so happy.
Yep.
But outside of that game, I picked it up today at Days of Play sale. I've been playing Croc today.
Hey.
Boy, oh boy, was I blind as a child. That game is so simple.
Isn't it? And it was so hard as a kid.
It was so difficult as a kid. I'm already past where I was as a kid, and I thought that was never possible. But the levels are so simple.
Yeah.
And I truly think it's because I have an analog controller now instead of just using the D-pad.
Yeah.
But it's hitting the nostalgic vibes for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, that's all I've been playing. I can't think about playing games because we're gonna be playing a ton of them next week. So I don't want to get into something where I'm like, all right, I can't play for 4 or 5 days.
Yep. Yeah. Like what say you? What have you been playing? If anything, because I know you've had.
Yeah. I haven't had
light.
a ton of time to play, but when I have had time to play, I've been mostly playing Skyrim.
Nice.
I've got 1 trophy left for the platinum. I finished one of the DLCs, all of the trophy, the easy one where you build your houses.
Nice.
I have 2 more trophies for the Solstheim DLC. But that's going to take me a while longer because I have to get my smithing up to 80. So I've kind of just been making nails just to get my smithing up. So that one's almost done. And then I think I'm going to record myself doing the Dawn something, the one with the vampires, the DLC with the vampires, because I haven't played that one yet. And a lot of people say they really like that one. So I might record myself playing that one.
Yeah.
But it's just nice because, it's my comfort food. But Mr. Light started streaming. He wanted to do a birthday stream for his 33rd birthday to start Claire Obscure. And I did watch him play that a little bit. And he convinced me to try it on my own afterwards. So I did start Claire. I sobbed uncontrollably after that first gommage scene. I was unwell. And so I played it for one night, I want to say, but I've been too tired since then because that's definitely a game where you need to be with it. You need to be on it in order to play well. Yeah. I'm in that underwater, not underwater section. So
it's so
not very
pretty.
far in.
It's so pretty.
The music is great too.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Everything about that game. Literally, I am gonna go back. I'm literally at like make the last decision. If you know, you know. And like I just can't. It's a really hard game to it's a lot. So it's something that I can't go back to right now because there's just been a lot of media that I've been digesting that's like, more on the darker side or more like of the melancholy-esque whatever. It's like, so it's like, I will get to you after Summer Game Fest. I need something that is going to make me de-stress and all that stuff. And speaking of the joke before, because I've been getting constantly in Hollow Knight, I thought this game was going to be, the cutesy. I heard it was like difficult-esque, but like, it's good. I'm like, I've played Elden Ring. I've platinum Sekiro. This game is kicking the shit out of me.
But is it so beautiful?
And I'm like, I'm done, and I'll quit. And I'm like, I'm gonna delete this game. And I go to delete, and I'm like, who am I joking? And then I go back in. Like it's gorgeous. I've gotten like 5 bosses down. I'm technically in the mid game, but it's like I have the one thing I do have problem with Hollow Knight, and maybe I'm not saying doing it wrong, but I've just been misfortunate in the discovery of things. Like I'm like 5-6 bosses in. I think that's a lot. I think I'm still at like the base level of health. I still have the base level of damage. It's just really difficult. So like I am, it's rough out there in the streets, but I do really enjoy it. I think it's a really great game. I'm just trying to see where the hype is. I think artistically, like the art direction is superb, but as a Metroidvania right now, I do have some issues with it is all. But
I had never
right.
played a Metroidvania before, so when Mr. Light was playing it and I was kind of like couch coaching, I loved it. I don't think I could ever play it on my own, but I absolutely loved it. And I the only time I played was when I was helping him round up grubs, so I didn't have to do any of the bosses and stuff.
Like
But I've never played any other games like that before, so I didn't have anything to base it off of. But I thought it was really cool. Besides, I think I played Ori with him. We like tag teamed the first Ori, so that was my only other experience. But I thought the music was wonderful. I loved the art style, and then the story got surprisingly deep by the end.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I could see it. I could see it start to form right now. So like it gives me like that soul-esque of like, we're not gonna tell you yet, but things are happening or things have happened. Go figure it out. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of Hollow Knight. Switched back to Fortnite for a little bit because it's Star Wars. Unlocked Darth Jar Jar. Shout out to the Mandalorian skin. You get to customize your own Mandalorian warrior. Legitimately the coolest microtransaction. I'd gladly pay for it again. So good. It's so cool, dude. It's so awesome.
Everyone loves to bash on me for how much I play MLB The Show. Your continued love of Fortnite and spending money is insane to me.
Bart bought Darth Jar Jar again, and just to say I have him. So love it. Can't get enough. And then I've been playing a little bit of Rivals. I'm a really great Emma Frost. Like I'm disgusting at her. Legitimately really good. Her and Psylocke, it's like I think at last round with Psylocke I was like 38-1. So telling you, toss hands, All right.
I do want to shout out Jeannie in chat saying just got the Doom 2016 platinum.
Oh damn, Jeannie, all right.
Hell yeah. And now playing Fantasy Life I. Usually don't like Life Sims. I've heard a lot of people like that game. I don't know much about it, but
I've never heard of it before. I'll look into it.
Yeah.
All right, gang. Anything you're holding on to?
I got this little guy.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah. It's from an indie game we showed off last September.
Ooh. I got my AirPods. Witcher controller. Jeez.
I've got my new Witcher controller.
Oh, goodness gracious. Jealous, but so happy for you, for real. Here are the latest deals coming to the PlayStation storefront. Forgot how I did that. Kyle Stevenson, prepare the drop. You know what to do. Go for it. Take it away.
First game that is coming out next week. Coming out everywhere, but PS5 and also on the Switch 2, which launches next week. We've got... Hold on.
Okay, he's got it.
Deltarune! All the chapters! It's finally here! So this is your style of game? Get hyped.
Let's go.
I was not a fan of Undertale from what I played. I know that's blasphemous to say.
Yeah.
But
now, next week you're not going to be here, Kyle, right?
Yeah, I will need to pack because...
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, since we're all going to SGF, do you guys want to record one day early on Tuesday?
Possibly.
Up to you guys. Possibly. Okay.
That works for me.
Okay. So maybe we do that. Make sure you follow us on social so you know. Because the other idea was, what if I pod from the line at GameStop to try to get me a Switch 2? Let's go. It'll be very windy and maybe the connection will fail. It's a bad cell reception, but for the gram, why not?
It would be fun.
Would be fun.
Or the gram. Also next week on June 5th, coming to PS5, also on the Switch 2, Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening Complete Edition.
That is a mouthful of a name.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it coming to PlayStation because next week belongs to the Switch 2.
Nice.
Lots of things coming out over there.
Yeah. Can't wait to play the one game for $90 or whatever it is. Mario Kart. Listen, I'm sharing it with my brother. I'm not innocent on this. All right, gang. It's time for, unfortunately, the last segment, but our favorite segment of the show. It's time for the Sony Pony Express. Yeah. We got a couple of questions, but more like people shouting us out and making us feel nice, and it's nice.
Sweet.
Take it away.
First one comes from Fallen Myth. What would your perfect game look like? Fallen Myths is a Metroidvania. I'm already building it as a joke in the school program. Hell yeah, I want to play it.
Nice.
It is about a ghost I made when I was younger. It is very early in development. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Good luck, Gooden to the moon.
Where's our hands? Where are our hands? That's awesome. First and foremost. I mean, now that we could talk about it, like there was a legitimate kid was on the 6-1 showcase showing their game, right?
Yeah, 19 years old.
Think
Wild.
about that. She was what, 5 years old when Force Awakens came out?
I'm old.
That.
Oh god.
Think about that.
Someone get my walker.
It's probably in 10 years from now, the sequel trilogy will be her favorite. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's how weird life is sometimes.
I was graduating high school.
I was a super senior in college. You know? Jesus.
If I did that math right.
What year are we talking right now?
See, 19 years.
I don't math.
Yeah, I don't math either.
Did I do that math right? 15 years ago was 2010.
Okay, let's figure
15
it out.
years ago was 2010.
Yeah, 2006. So yeah, I'm freshman in college for me.
Okay. I was still I graduated from high school in 2010, so I was still young at that point.
Jesus. They don't know 9/11 happened. You know what I mean?
No, seriously though, when it was 9/11 when I was teaching, my students were not alive for it. It was wild.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, he was teaching. One kid was like, "What was it like? What was it? Oh my god, this is like our Pearl Harbor." You know what I mean? It's nuts. Yeah, no, like 2 years old with Barack. Jesus, the guy was limited back then.
Anyways, our perfect game.
Right.
I mean, I think we already described it. Power wash simulator post forgery.
I think I've said it before. I would absolutely love for a D&D game in VR.
Yes.
So like I could play a D&D campaign traditional, but it's in the VR worlds and it's fully realized, and it's a multiplayer game, and we can see our characters and see the monsters and have a DM make it easy to work. That's the dream. Will it ever happen? No. But who knows?
I never say never, dude. You guys are publishing games now.
We don't have money for that.
4 years from now. Oh my god. You're gonna be the Andrew Wilson, you know that?
Listen,
$25 million right there.
Maybe in a few years I will be on the SGF stage announcing something. You know what I mean?
Don't forget us when you're famous.
I'll still be here. I'm not going anywhere.
I don't know. Okay. Jeannie Love writes, I was 3 years old. Sorry, Jesus. 3 years out of high school in 06. Lord. Justin H writes, 9/11 occurred a year before I was born. Right, man. Well, it was an awful day, and I was scared. I was in elementary school. I was in 5th grade. Everybody's real quiet. My brother was real nervous. He got me in the jet. He's like, something happened. I'm like, I'm 6 years old, dude. What? It's nuts.
I feel like I told this story before on here.
Yeah.
But I was a freshman in high school. I was in 3rd period English class, and our teacher, who we all hated, just gave us an assignment to write about what would happen if a bomb went off in a mall.
Oh, shit.
And then we got that news. It was the weirdest coincidence I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah.
She made us do a lot of weird mess up things. She also assigned to us, like, we had to research a serial killer and write a paper on them. It was fucking weird.
trying to plot a crime
Right.
I don't
and
know.
having you guys plan it for her.
She got fired the next year, so
No.
I don't know.
Shocked by that.
I'm trying to get these kids to brainstorm a murder.
We hated her so much
Yeah.
that as a prank, the entire class dropped our pencils at the exact same time just to mess with her. She gave her whole class detention.
Jesus.
It was wild.
Oh man.
All right. Well, my perfect game, if I were to make it right now, honestly, it just becomes StarCraft Ghost. That game was such a there's a part of me that just remembers it. I don't know why. Of maybe just the cover of it. Give me that. Give me a Gears of War style game. Sorry, give me a Gears of War-esque game in the style of StarCraft or just Blizzard doing it. And I'm a happy camper. So give me StarCraft Ghost. That would be my perfect game. And I don't even like StarCraft that much. It's elusive, you know? Yeah.
Like, can I guess yours?
Sure.
Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah. If I had to make up something new though, and this wouldn't be my
Yeah.
perfect game, but for some reason I've been thinking about it this entire show. I don't know what we talked about that popped this in my head, but it's like my obsessive thought now. It'd be really cool if Hitman started doing crossovers with other franchises. So imagine like a Hitman Star Wars game where you were a rebel or something. Or imagine if it was Hitman, but you were someone from Earth in the Horizon series. Or they could do some really cool crossovers. Like I don't know, that could be fun.
I love the idea of you're just playing a game and they've worked it out where someone can just invade your game as the Hitman. Just randomly. I love
Dead by
that
Daylight. Let's go. Agent 47's the killer. Let's do it.
That's really
like they could do obviously if they would just have like the small maps, but imagine if it was a map that looked like something you were used to, or like, okay, so Hitman, but you're playing as a droid on a spaceship.
Yes.
That would be cool.
That'd
be real cool.
I like that. That's all we got right there.
Just a Wonderland.
Or else I'm going to reminisce about another awful thing in history.
Hello, my friends. Just wondering if you guys have any weird PlayStation items or Xbox, Nintendo, etc. I try and collect as many cool and rare things I can find. So here's a sort of custom one.
They have an air fryer.
Oh, air fryer.
PlayStation. Yeah.
Very cool.
PlayStation styled thing. This is wild because like Xbox. Oh, I think I know what T's getting. I think I know. Is it the Xbox fridge?
Mike had one at his house and it broke very quickly.
Yeah, I heard they were built awfully. Yeah, they were not great. But that was a really good like social media campaign, you know? Okay, she's coming back. What she got? Let's see. Okay,
I like the hair flip too, because you know she needs business.
Yeah.
I just have so much. I need to chop it off. It's too long. It's too much.
Yeah.
I was supposed to get a haircut and then I had 104-degree fever and I had to cancel it and I never rescheduled. I don't have anything like weird, but the only like random thing I have is I have a Fallout mini.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome.
That's awesome as hell.
So, not PlayStation specific.
No,
but
still counts.
I don't have my backpack near me, but I was going to pull out the chip clip.
Let me stall for time. 1 sec.
Okay.
They're over there. I don't want to get up to get them. I bought in 2020 when I was getting those cabinets over there.
Mm-hmm.
I bought glass orbs, balls, if you will, for the materia in Final Fantasy. So I have they're all up there. So it looks like I have actual materia. Yep, I've got this one right here too.
Yeah,
very nice.
Thermos from Alan Wake.
Yeah.
Oh dear diner.
I have a 3D printed Perba dagger from Uncharted 2. The bottom of the shelf down there, which is nice.
Yeah.
The PS1 game cases for like PS4 games.
They're
awesome.
They're there. You gave me 3. Those are very nice, bud. Yeah. We got stuff.
Give me all the weird merch. I'll take it.
All right, what's the next question we got here?
Keely writes in, just got finished with Expedition 33, probably the best game I've played since Last of Us 2. That said, I was losing my mind getting smacked around at the end. Is there a game that you loved but made you rage and almost quit the game? You can't say Elden Ring. Have a good pod. You can't say any From Software games. I'm saying that to me.
Yeah. I mean, Hollow Knight, man. How many times it's been tempting because, man, some of that platforming is legit bullshit, though.
I've got one that wanted me to rage and quit, but not because of difficulty.
Tell me.
Returnal. That last fucking glyph for that trophy. That was an extra 20, 25 hours of grinding the same thing over and over again. I wanted to throw my controller in a wall.
Yeah, for shame.
If I can't say Bloodborne, I will say I did rage this one. Not because of the difficulty, because I was trying to get all the achievements and the collectibles were pissing me off so badly that I literally was end game and I didn't finish it. Indiana Jones.
Fair.
I was getting so angry that I couldn't find some of the how to get into the tomb to get the collectible in the Vatican. And the fact that there were no guides showing me how to get back into the tomb, I was literally fuming. And I was to the point where I was like, if I don't stop this, I am going to be embarrassed at my level of anger right now. Like it was embarrassing how pissed off I was getting. So I was like, I need to walk away. And I walked away. And
I know exactly that collectible.
I was texting Joe while we were playing Doom. I was running into that same.
Good night, Jeannie. Yeah. Oh, it's annoying.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Squid Monkey writes in, yeehaw, trophy triumvirate. With Bungie's absolute fucking farce with Marathon and plagiarism at the artwork for the game, some artists taken from some artists off Instagram. What's the future for the studio? In fact, many studios in which execs are calling the shots for games and are fucking things up for developers. For example, Haven Studios. Bigwigs seem to be making shit decisions for Sony and the studios they have bought out. Thoughts?
Yeah, man. I think it goes to the rant I had earlier. The future of games lies with the independent developer, the independent publisher, the folks that don't need to break, to make a game that sells 9 million units to break even. It's the ones that go, hey, 3.3 million copies sold funds this publisher and makes this do really wacky and crazy shit. That's awesome. That's the future. It's not Bungie. Those like Bungie, BioWare, all these studios that have this legacy attached to them, they've come to the point where they just become husks of what they once were. All that talent has left and they are doing different things because they're not being beholden by those big wigs that keep fucking things up. They're just going to go, hey, we're going to do something. We're going to take a chance, especially if you're in an area like Canada, France, anywhere that actually funds arts. Like you're able to go out there and make a Cuphead because the Canadian government will give you a grant to go and do that. That's where you're going to see that's where you're going to see the true innovation. It's from the games that come out of nowhere. It's not the games that have the massive budgets that become the big multiplayer thing. Look at Helldivers is a great example, actually, of that, right? Look at Repo that was like hitting it and going crazy for a few weeks there. That's an independent team of like a couple. So yeah, it's rough out there. I don't know. I feel like I should have put this question earlier because I feel like we answered that one.
We talked about it last week too.
Yeah.
I think I don't really have anything new to say. It's just it's frustrating. I do think everything is cyclical. Everything is cyclical, and I think we're seeing that cycle happen in the gaming industry. We hit our peak with COVID. I think people overcompensated because they thought, oh, well, look at all these numbers, and they didn't realize okay, that's going to come back down again eventually. And now we're seeing kind of the consequences for getting a little too big for our britches. But I do think we'll recover. It's going to go like this always. Yeah. For audio listeners, I was making a circle with my finger.
Kyle Stevenson, what say you?
Nothing more than what we've already talked about.
All right, fair enough. Great question, my friend.
Yeah.
All right, these two are comments, so you can read them together, my friend.
Okay. Cowboy Danger D writes in, statement for the Sony Pony Express. Yeehaw! Yeah. As someone who actually tries to do the cowboy lifestyle, it's more just riding horses bulls, roping, etc.
Roping.
It's about doing good deeds, being brave, taking chances, and being there for folks. I just wanted to say I'm super proud of the three of y'all. The growth this show has gained, the personal goals and achievements y'all have accomplished, and most importantly, creating this community that houses some of the friendliest, kindest, and loving individuals I've ever had the pleasure of interacting with on the internet. That is huge, especially in this day and age. You are officially dedicated cowboys and cowgirls in my book. Love y'all and shiny side up. And adding to that, Ghettoberry writes in, "Hey everyone, no question this week. I just want to express my heartfelt appreciation for all of you. This Discord and podcast community is always a safe space, a very accepting place where we can be ourselves, especially with Pride Month approaching. I want to take a moment to say that I love you all. Thank you for your kindness and for consistently bringing us great episodes week after week. You all deserve the success you've achieved. P.S. I can't wait for Death Stranding 2.
Let's fucking go.
Makes my heart very full.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
It's like why we do it, you know? Safe place for everybody, man. We just want to talk about games. We want to celebrate games. We want to have fun with people just surrounding games. And that's
Yeah.
the whole point.
Sometimes we go on 5 to 10 minute rants about orgies, but you know,
but it's all about love, man. It's all about free love.
That's right. You know, I don't even know how that happened.
Because we thought you said orgy instead of forgery.
Right. All right.
And it was downhill from there.
Yeah.
Penis.
No.
Penis.
This episode's got to get monetized. Okay. No cursing first 5 minutes or last. First
this,
5.
Okay, hear me out though. Yeah. Let me finish my thought. Can we make penis merch? But it's not a penis. It's a like those phrases that's like people.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Like an acronym, right? Is that what it is?
I'm out after the P.
PlayStation
People.
excellence. Never inside. Sure.
Nailed it. No one will know.
No one will know. No one will know. But it'll be our little secret.
Maybe we could do like the Little Mermaid VHS cover art thing where we hide a penis in a trophy somewhere.
Do it.
I love how we're taking these very heartfelt things that you just told us and derailing it.
Like, what can we make something phallic out of this? Cook out of all of this.
What goes on with our gooning to the moon merch? You know,
make it a spaceship,
right?
But phallic.
I think Joe is riding the spaceship in the merch already.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we talk about peepees, portal pals.
Sure.
It's kind of that. It's kind of just our thing. There's always been the undertones, actually, now you think about it.
My bad, guys.
I digress.
What you bring to the show? I don't know. Penises.
The best decision we've ever made. That's what we did.
Exactly. No, but truthfully, like Cowboy, Ghettoberry, thank you all so much.
Appreciate it.
Kind words. We're just a couple of people just trying to make it. You know what I mean? Like just trying to make something nice in an internet that is more divided than it's ever been, that's been more toxic than it's ever been, that's just more contentious than it's ever been. And then when you see places that are targeting not just folks that look different but then also love different, we need to make sure that there's a space where you don't feel like you are ostracized just because the person you love, the color of your skin, who you voted for, the like. It's a place where it's true. It's just we're talking about games. We love games, and we want to make sure that we have a community of folks that just respect each other, their thoughts, understand we're all going through it, and we're only better together. So, love you so much. Thank you so much. I hope that made sense.
I did. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. That said, thank you so much for the kind words. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Before we get on out of here, Light, is there anything you'd like to shout out before you?
Thank you all so much for 100K on the reaction channel.
Yeah.
So you can find me on Lightweight Gaming for gaming, let's plays, unboxings, reviews, that sort of thing. You can also find me on Lightweight Reacting for movie and TV show reactions. And who knows? Now that I hit 100K on my second channel, maybe I start a third one. I don't know. Just kidding. With what time?
It's crochet.
Uh,
You know. Kyle,
Hi.
what say you, sir?
You can follow me, Mr. Kstep, pretty much everywhere. Shout out to everyone that showed love for the 618 showcase last week. Very humbling, and we appreciate it a whole lot. If you have not watched it yet, go to youtube.com/618. Give it a shout, give it a watch. It's really, really great. We're already thinking about the next one. No end in sight. And then just tell someone you love them. Be kind to each other. Tell someone who makes games how appreciated that they are. And thank you for allowing us to live our dreams. It means a lot.
Yeah, seriously, I'll end on that note. This has been a very surreal week. It'll only hit me as soon as I'm sitting on the plane that this is happening. You guys are literally making our dreams come true. We're going to SGF. So though we won't be reacting live like we normally would do on Friday and all the other stuff we normally get to do, we're sitting there, we're being part of the crowd, and that's only because of your generosity, only because of your support. Whether you're a patron, whether you're just a listener, whether you're a watcher, you hit like, you hit share, subscribe, you've helped us in more ways than we can imagine. So thank you all so much. Next week, we will be recording the show a little earlier that week. So expect a show a little earlier and expect a fun one because there's no real big news next week. So I think we're going to make a summer Game Fest drinking game episode.
What?
Let's see. Yeah. We're gonna make some bingo cards. We're gonna tell the audience.
Oh God, here we go again with the bingo cards.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
But you don't understand, like the last time Joe tried to make a bingo card, he didn't understand how bingo worked.
I also don't know what over and under means.
I'm telling you all, the best thing that I did for achieving my goals is at the start of every year, instead of setting like just the goal for the year, like, oh, I want to lose 30 pounds, I create a bingo board for the year with just a bunch of different goals. And all I'm trying to do is hit bingo. And they're all different sizes. Some are huge, some are small. Like hitting 100K was on there. But then I also had one that was like just starting this channel or whatever. Getting on a podcast was one. And it takes pressure off because you're just trying to get bingo in any way that you can. And then you end up doing so many more goals for the year. Just saying, try it.
All right, I'll give it a shot. That's fun. I like you gamify it a lot. I like that.
That's not my idea. I stole that from Janet Garcia.
All right,
so shout out to Janet Garcia.
Shout out
to Janet, friend of the show. All right, everybody. That said, if you like what you heard here, please consider hitting like, share, subscribe. It really does help us out. Rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Get you entered to win a Death Stranding 2 copy. You might say, Joe, what are you talking about? Listen, I'm using my Amazon rewards points on that, baby. That's right. Bringing my rewards to y'all. And yeah, if you really, really like us, please over there, patreon.com/PS Trophy Room. It really does help us out, especially this month. With all that said, with all that out of the way, everybody, love y'all. Keep your wits about you. Keep hunting and keep playing PlayStation. Bye.
Bye. Love you.